how God works. My publishers call me that who is Steve? I first don't understand until all this year. Now back it by himself. See that God, when he send me that message, he better say look where.
Yeah, welcome back. I know you guys can hear me now. I don't know what happened. So please make sure you guys are supporting by make sure you buy my badge. And let's bring everybody back live again. I heard you guys couldn't hear me, so DJ Ike is back, and we need to fix this industry, not just Nigeria alone. So a lot of stuff needs to be fixed, and we have to fix it now. So, Baba, sorry, can you guys hear me now?
Yeah. Now it's on.
Make sure you guys are buying badge. Tell your Canada people maybe they buy badge. Money work don't start. I don't resume work this morning. No.
Oh yeah.
Hey, wow.
No, say if you read Bible, you go see say the snake we Adam not key for Genesis. When he reached Revelation, he turned to a dragon. So the small problem where they not solve back then.
That time.
Now on the big. So.
Now many people say they say now small sheets they stay in ash.
Now they stay in ash. Now get the issue there now.
Small sheets where they go they downgrade. Now they don't stay in ash now. Industry down. Industry. Look at 10 minutes go happen before Mr. I continue. They say now we won't fix the industry. Not only presidency. Nigeria is on a revolution aspect. Everything they reset. So Baba, they continue your story. Mona they buy badge. I beg buy badge. Mona they buy my badge. Oh, you know.
Yeah, you see, this industry, they're very funny because right now, I see a lot of comments and I see a lot of people. The question I asked when I saw that paper yesterday, I say, you will get label. You will get label. Now you get the artist. Now you publish the song and everything, but your name not there inside that thing. How is that possible?
See what they did. My name did for some song. Why my name not did for some song? So the big song like Bakromo.
Yeah.
They come on. So now you know the good thing. Me, I wait. People don't actually say when you get artists, they wait for my publishing. Me, I know. See, my name not Chuku Jinju. I know they die now. Now me they call. See, I be spirits. I know be ordinary person. People don't know me.
The cat when he gets seven.
And I know say my story. Generation they go hear them. Now you with the crop so that now the revolution don't start. So they feel me. The industry, they're wicked because you get recall every when the Bible says when they saw the lights of Joseph, say Joseph will shine, they sold him out. How do you sell people out? By oppression. Me, I lost my self-confidence 2011. I was humiliated. I felt like I wasn't belonging. So I started disbelieving myself. You understand? The worst thing a man can ever have in life is called low self-esteem.
Yes, sir. If you don't get low self-esteem like this, low spam counts will follow.
Nice. But Sam, sorry to cut you. I still feel say it took you so long to come out. Why?
I don't know.
It's a good question.
Why?
Let's see. God's time is the best time. Like I said, I dey follow God word. And when God speak, I move. I dey move. And the first time where I move, they get people for Twitter where they fight for them, where they don't already get it. They call them their own personal influencer. Now all of us started this business together. Let me ask you guys a question. Do you know that these people planted this 8 seed? Because people ask why do people hate Samklef? They created this 8 seed. How did they create this 8 seed? Propaganda. When did this happen? This happened after Molo Noni period. So after Molo Noni period, Banky, now be the organ they dictate. You hear me?
Yeah.
So I think he felt threatened that my name is running too much. So he can't be like say for Bible they just say Saul killed 2,000, but David killed 10,000. So people now they call me whiskey boss, and in the year they can't go fuck me up again. They can't go put me alongside that, and at the bench they odds for award for Channel O. So now me and the bench now we and AKA they for that award category where they go win car.
Yeah.
So we reach Yankee, we reach this thing. Banky don't he wants to treat me like I've been boy. As we reach for South Africa, now me they see call come give award to Banky. So I can read it in his face. This guy won't shine past also. So as they go back to Nigeria, they don't plan their witchcraft. Say Amashi album and he included. So they come do their album, they don't come put my name, they don't involve, they don't even come say they work on any album projects. Because guess what? I know they go meet them, I know they come meet me before. And at the end time they call me, they always pick up. Nobody say they reject, I know they form. Everybody know me. So they can't cut me off. Immediately the album drop. People started tweeting on Twitter. And they don't drop Samklef, Siam. No, nothing for you again. End of your career. I was still below. So they started killing me, my seed, but they don't know say I be Jesus. I don't resurrect. I did resurrect too. You understand? In this life, no show people your character. Show them the mumu one, so that you use all the real one. So that's why you want to deal with people. You say, you know, like I say, banking. I don't want. I they treating fuck up now because of say me. I know be small picking. They still be small picking for industry because I get baby face. Yeah. No, this time, no mercy. We don't want to be friends. We don't need to cross paths. Let's do business. Everybody they get out. Yeah. And we'll forgive ourselves. You understand? Because people don't know what people go through. They just see you are reacting. You don't know the wounds that you have. They don't know what you've been through. They'll just come online and say, you they talk too much. You are talking. That is why Nigerians is still where they are today. Because their reward is in heaven.
But I live reward in heaven.
No, my reward is in heaven. No, my reward is in heaven. Please, you guys should buy back now. Mona they buy back.
Let's focus on the issue at hand.
Yeah.
Did this young man work? Yes. Has he been paid? No.
How is he going to get? There was no system. There was no system.
Now you can get your money. So if you're
no, we've started tracking. Wait. See, we've started tracking the money, and we started having issues. You see how God works. My publishers call me that who is Steve? I first don't understand until all this and I back it by himself. You know, see now God, you know, when he sent me that message, he better say no look where.
No, but I did talk about it.
No, they don't fear it. They're on Monday. Work don't start. I get lawyers now. Money deal. Lawyers deal.
I
want lawyers for Yankee. I they work with Yankee. One man mupo. I go
now get record the bill.
See, Nigerians are too sentimental and one-sided. They take sides when they feel that somebody's upper than you, that you don't have every right to speak your rights. You have to fucking fight for your rights. You they feel me?
Yeah.
You have to fucking fight for your rights in this life. Nobody's gonna fucking fight for you. You have to face your Goliaths. The industry, all their Goliaths.
You see, Sam, I feel say you walked with an open mind. You walk open-minded back then. And in that group, some people don't already know where the thing they go.
But by what now? They saw the light in the sense that
no.
I was a machine. I could do all things.
Naima they talk. You walked with an open mind, hoping say it's like what you said. You say in the industry, and it's not like every industry.
Yeah.
At times, capital not the day, money not the day, but you feel do this one. They don't have to do. Make all of us come together. Let us build this thing.
Exactly. So when
you go get one person, where go come there under, where come say, in get double mind. We want to carry everything. If to say this thing, don't already say we don't talk about this thing long time ago. Waiting they happen now, not will happen.
Yeah.
But Samklef, I still feel it took you so long, but I could understand you as a person with me know well. You they look say, okay, the time will come. This if to say acknowledgement and all these things don't already did. This thing where it bust now, no go bust. But the thing where they vest me with Nigerians. Be say this thing where they happen now, it get people where they suffer the same thing, but because say that they do, because if
I get many friends for when we produce
go check what I tweet this morning, they're not gonna come and come talk. Nobody go come and come talk. They go they do holy till the thing go hit them.
Slim.
No, Baba, let me quickly chip in this, Baba. You know, see all these people they are still facing the same issue, but they cannot talk, now because of where they did. As Samklef this way,
not true. All of us not in Nigeria.
Sorry guys.
Nigeria, you did.
Sorry, MC. I want to do something before. I want to give a shout out to everybody who don't buy badge because now the rules be that. Shout out to the 5 people who don't buy badge. The real doing, Oluwa Cash, Slim, Forever King. I don't see now. Buy more badge. I'll give you guys shout out after the end. Baba, continue.
So now, because say God don't put you for a position where you feel talk. And one thing I always tell myself is that you cannot starve a man that God is feeding you. You just waste your time. So this same talk where they talk now, where we say they gain media presence, where we say people are ready to listen. It is because of the position that God has put you that you can talk. If you talk them for Nigeria, now these same people, now go stick on saying, "May you shut up, Jonah, because you not get money. Things not difficult for you."
But they're already doing it. They're still asking you to shut up.
Yeah.
See, Nigeria.
I don't tell me they don't complain about light again.
No, my level. No, the ones that are saying you should shut up right now are the ones that are pained.
No,
the truth is that if what's that word that says that when good people keep quiet in the face of intimidation and bad things. See, if you know the truth, say the truth.
But that's the I have freelance friends that are suffering in silence, but they don't know where to go to. You know where they happen. Only if you don't wise. So make that tell our life there. I be like Moses. You understand? So everybody for life get wound. You hear me? And all of us get different wound. Your wound different from my wound. Your wound different from my wound. You feel me? But my own wound, my own wound started from my own family. You hear me so? So as I reach life, wound they enter, they deep. Brother, you get where your wound go reach. You want to reach your bone. And you know me, your bone, brother, you go reach where you go pain you. You go have to react. But when you won't react, like I said, don't react physical. Like you see with Smith now, he reacted physical. The world go blame him. They go say, but they're not going to say it's a compressed emotion. That's what he's reacting on. Just like what this man said now. That if they have been speaking the truth, it not go happen like this today. But they don't know how God they work. Say they don't omit me for industry. They don't know say I go feel rise again. They don't know say I get other plans. But they're supposed to know from beginning. Say this guy na machine. I was a fucking machine. I could do all things, brother. What did I say? All things. Ask this guy in Daystar. Brother. Only need to go Alaba market, go strike deal of promotion. At the age 2008, now me go to my company. Say I don't pay lawyer. Now me go pay lawyer. They teach. See Daystar now I learn everything. I go pay lawyer. My stuff register Clef Sound. I don't start recording bell. I know they signed to anybody from beginning. I didn't want it to be signed to nobody because I already don't get my vision before I met Whiskey, before I met Wisimi, before I met Dwella. I had my own vision. I get where I go for life. I don't need to tell you my vision because I learned something for Joseph. You hear me? Joseph going to tell his brothers his vision. I made them bury him. So I learned not to be telling people my vision. Make my vision just in my head. People just they move. But guess what? If you want to hear Pastor Samadi and me preach one day for church, he said, if you want to be great in life, learn to solve people's problem. Be a solution solver. So guess what? I be homeless guy. I no get house. I discussed for my guy's studio for maybe Mudina. Shout out to my brother Mudina.
Yeah.
Yemi Alade that time now my guy signed and I made the record Yemi Alade. So one day I even beat Frank. One guy they call Frank. Meanwhile small. I don't the vex they come, but I know the first I go first do like Mumu. But until you match me, bro, if I see I don't beat people with big pass me for day, you big I go beat you. Hands down. Because you don't know you don't know where they come from. I don't chop up those being. You feel me? I don't suffer for life. But guess what? I still get emotion and empathy. I still want to solve your problem. Now, these people now, there was no foundation for Afrobeats. When I don't get money, when I don't buy people. They don't buy, they understood how to buy people. You understand? But now they can't say meet this boy, say make it solve a problem for now. It solved plenty problem, not one. When it reach my turn, now if you solve one problem for me. One problem you cannot solve. One problem you cannot solve. But I solved your problem when you needed and had somebody to produce for you. I solve them. You know, people give me money, say, I did do for free. Now go call me. I know they give you a session fee. Now come work. You feel me? But when you reach in our own turn, una cut rope. Una won't make the world they laugh at me. I get picking to feed people. They don't know how they feed like picking. Me website no go school. Now, they don't know say I be spirits. Brother, I was a video fucking director. I did shoot video. I did edit video. I teach people how to edit videos. I did learn plenty things. Because I know say one day I go need them. Because for you to survive, you have to have this what called 360. 360 means that me, I did produce my song, Abi. Me, I did mix my song, Abi. Me, I did promote my song, Abi. Me, I will go shoot my video. Abi. Ask Terry G. We did a song on Thursday, on Friday. We shot the video on Saturday. I released the song on Monday. I was a fucking machine. I had a studio in Oba, up and down, video studio and audio studio. Guess what? I don't get house.
Side your band hotel.
All of them they come. All of them they come. They come. But when they reach their own top, I can't become smell low. I don't get level. When I come see me, I don't talk. I go talk now because, like I said, when they do documentary, when they talk about their documentary, Afrobeat documentary, you don't ever see them talk about me. So it has always been banking intention for you not to give me my credits. You understand? He has always felt threatened because if you check that Whiskey album, my name did for almost all the songs. So he felt threatened. So he was trying to always, he won't bury me alive from beginning. I see even send them DM of listen. I mean, they send them good. I they call them from my phone. You know the pick call. I can't send them DM because I was trying to test all of them. Say, before I don't know my plan. Before I will make this move, Mona restituto, Mona restituto. I don't know why I be spiritual. I be spiritual. I don't be human being. No, I be God on earth. So I be God. Now God when I watch like this. So I don't be on picking. No. You guys might think I'm an illiterate. I'm a fucking African man that know my source. When you know your source, you hear me? If you know your source, you will get confidence. I know my source, and God is my source. God has never left my side. I feel no get money like now. If I cry to God, tomorrow money don't enter my account. Brother, we don't call money since. I don't call money, they call since.
When God is your source, you cannot lack resources.
So I hate when people they use God name, they pretend. When despite the fact that you don't have a good spirit inside of you. I'm not the only one complaining now because now after today I don't lay seed. The seed where I lay now, they say people now will they talk. People now will get confidence to come out and talk because you have your platform. I'm going to bring people now for my court house, but when I go pay consultation fee for my consultation fee first before we go first hear your story, $100. Before
you see,
continue, boss.
Sam, waiting I feel this thing where they happen now, like I said earlier on, a lot of people are going through the same thing, but people are afraid to talk. But I just pray that Nigerians, they should wake up. They should wake up. You said something with that the phrase yesterday. You say, without beats, nothing will happen.
Yes, yeah.
Nothing will happen. You see, for Western world where we did, even go reach the person will do your artwork for the cover of your album in name there inside.
Yeah.
You know, say if anybody will win Grammy now, plus the person will carry bag away, they say everybody will say a Grammy winner. You understand? But for back home there, we Nigerians, they always see them say, this not the artist, this not this thing. But no, you know, waiting bust my brain. They say a label owner. Now you get that label. Now you get that artist. Your name. How is that possible? How did they package that thing? How is that possible? You say you don't know anything about the money. You know they collect money. You don't even know how the money you don't know how the money they go. Who can they? Yeah, where that thing they go? Who they collect the money? How?
Baba, you know what?
How can you be less? How can you be less about your own business?
How? You not talking, my brother. How is that?
They thought I was a weak 10 years ago. Baba, 10 years ago, ask this guy, Mr. Morris.
Yeah.
I did talk.
No.
I've been made. I know they talk.
Even for church, Sam go joke. But when Sam is on the keyboard, no, you don't need to see what they happen. Just hear the sound. You know, say now in the play.
I they play keyboard, people they cry.
Man, this life, sir.
Bro, you see, I was going to address something that says the thing that has to do with people not talking. Do you know that over time, this is systematic oppression. It did not just start today. Over time, when artists fall out with a label, or when artists have a problem with a label boss, a label executive, go to radio stations, pay some money and blacklist that person. Or let's say shadow ban that person.
Okay, wait, sorry. Before I cut you short, let me tell you what happened. Yeah. You spoke about the spinner, right? Let me tell you where they now finish me in the industry. When I know say I cannot be in this cycle no more, was on Whiskey's birthday in Escape. DJ Spinner was playing my song. I was there. And they went to tell DJ Spinner, why is he playing my song? Am I the only one there? DJ Spinner went out to him that there are some people here, they don't like you. I could not drink my drink anymore. I felt like, why am I going through this in life? Why is life treating me like this? Like, why did my father die? Why did my mother leave me? And why are people treating me like this? What God? And I asked God, do I deserve that my good always turn to bad? Let me become a beast. I'd rather be a beast. Now, beast, when I see now, I don't get joy. I don't get emotion. I don't read books. See, I don't understand life. Now, this kind of book, on our politicians, they don't understand. Say some people, they feel domesticated now. I don't get conscience. And God no say I know the fear man of God. Now only God, the God will create me at the fear. My name is Chuku Jindu. If you be Igbo boy, if you know the meaning of that name, you're supposed to be fear.
God their life. God their life.
So when I thought say I believe in God, how does I don't believe in God? But one thing I know for sure, we say, now here we go judge ourselves.
Yeah.
You hear me? I know the Samklef. This one is Samklef hybrid. I told you guys that Samklef is coming. Now, say, oh, Samklef hybrid 2.0, Zazu, Z. Bro, we need to fix everything in this country, not just the governor. The president is not the probably problem of Nigeria. The mindset of the people themselves needs to be worked on, because how can people be telling me to be? How can people tell me to be silenced for my truth, for my rights? Baba, come like, not be for interview, not be for interview. Back it talk, say whiskey don't come in wedding. Why don't you talk about for my interview? Let me get my show. I will interview myself. Hello, how are you doing? Fine. And what happened to you?
Industry thing. For years, it didn't start 5 years ago. It didn't start 10 years ago. You know, when you build a system. If you build a system that thrives on oppression, or if you build a system that thrives on intimidation, what you end up having is generations of cowards. And then I'm saying this confidently because when you have from the, I don't call names, from the olden days, when an artist has a problem with the label boss, or he's deciding to leave, or he leaves after, or he refuses to renew a contract, the labor boss will go and say, I don't want this artist to reign anymore.
Yeah.
He will pay any amount, build any propaganda to make sure that that artist, that very artist, does not get it. They've been doing this for years. And sometimes, when young artists make mistakes growing up, sometimes it can be new, sometimes it can be baby mama scandal, it can be some few things. When they see that you're growing out of their reach, they will be the same people that release your scandals to the blog, so that they'll be responsible for damage control and then put you under their control. These are things they've been doing for a very, very long time. I don't call names. There's an artist with a popular artist. There's a producer that called out an artist. The artist is your fave. Everybody's fave, in fact. And said, yo, I've been producing for you. You don't owe me money, pay me my money. Don't they can't tell me, say, this one.
You see this you're saying, let me explain to you what's happening, right? Now, get the problem that starts. So, the moment you start asking for your rights, you become an enemy.
True.
So, the other producers, they are desperate. The younger ones, they just want the cloud. They don't know the risks. Say, fame without money, not depression. You hear me? So the new ones, if you advise them, they will feel say, you know what, make they blow.
You are right.
Say, you don't blow, no worry. But by the time they come enter, now the same day they'll come, they cry. But we don't give una clue. We're not supposed to listen to we say we start the industry. But when I know the year word, bro, there was no fucking structure when we started this. We created this fucking foundation of Afrobeat today that everybody's enjoying. And the story and the people that are alive, all the DJs are even reaching out to me. We are doing our own documentary. They've done their own. They've divert. It's time for us to do our own. And we need to start educating producers how to fight for your rights. It is your fundamental right. It's your intellectual rights. You feel me? Without being emotionally, because for Lekki, producers are cooking dough before artists now. Producers were turned to slaves. We're talking about politicians. Producers because they come plenty. Because what you be say, me, I don't know how Nigerian be. In the sense that when I did for aggregate, when it starts, the way people rush Yahoo, I know say Nigerians want something they trend, everybody go rush them, just like influence, everybody go rush them, you hear me? I don't know, say crowd will day before we release our own release kit so that people feel grow. You understand? We give out information so that the industry will feel grow. You feel me? So that all of us go feel, so that other people go fit eat. But these people now, they will come meet all these artists. They will forget say they were OGs before you were there. Most of them, they will reform. And I mean for this, no, brother, you go reach your turn, no. They go show you. When they show you, who go cry for you? Who go speak for you?
Now we the talk. Now we the talk.
Who go help you? Which courts go help you? Now the courts be this. So if you're a producer, I have the best lawyers. In fact, I they open company this week for the best lawyers now. If you want the best lawyers, the best stuff, anything for this world, Samklef better. That's why they call me everything Samklef. But I know say I go back to my tortoise mode. Baba, we don't come now. We need to have fun. We're not coming. We're not trying to dwell in negativity, but we need to teach people, because the Bible, Jesus Christ tell us about Judas' story, Abi.
Yeah.
Now Jesus Christ say Judas betray him, Abi. He say, Judas, you go betray me. Jesus Christ already know say Peter go deny him, Abi. You know right now from the Bible. So let's start educating people without people feeling remorse. I'm happy today for the first time. People are not even being negative on my life, because guess what? I they fuck with their mind now.
You know, gradually they understand.
Yes.
Gradually.
Bro, that's because people are speaking out. If people don't speak out the truth, guy, you cannot witness oppression and then keep quiet, and then don't expect that you will not experience the same thing. If you keep quiet when someone is being oppressed, you are aiding an oppressive system. That is what is happening in Nigeria. So the most people are not talking, or most people are not saying the truth, because they're looking for how to gain favors from those who are trending now.
Because let me tell you why. Let me teach people why. It's because they are all afraid that they feel that without those people they can't eat. So
that's the point. There's a systematic oppression. See, there's a systematic oppression. If it wasn't this way,
producers are licking us.
But Baba, you not go still blame them. You not go see even the case of
it has been built since
before God bless Abraham. He tell him
it has been built since.
Before God bless Abraham, say leave your father's house. Now be the case of Samklef. So for you to speak,
do you know many artists?
If you talk anyhow, they go shut you up. That's why you first.
Do you know many artists? Do you know many artists that have traded and have gone in our presence simply because they have a problem with their record boss?
Yeah, but I know plenty. Artists they don't go.
If you want to call names, you call over 20 names of artists that were doing well until they left their label.
Yeah.
Even the so-called guys that we call that are good guys. Even the so-called guys that are saying, "Oh, this guy is good. He helps to bring up people." If you see what they do, and because you are gaining from them, you won't speak the truth.
It's
not because somebody.
It's very sad.
It's just, I think last year I told you something. I said, how can someone who is posting people's content? Be claiming God over content
over the same people? Yeah.
I told you that when you had a problem with somebody. I don't want to call names.
Yeah.
I asked you, I said, how can someone who is speaking people's content and posting it
and still be
claiming God over content creators? Deciding who we trend and who we have followers. It's because we don't say the truth. I follow up with the person. I don't care if I have a 1K, I will start my truth. Oh, because you be posting me, and then you are shadow banning my friend, I will keep quiet. Who will speak for me when you shadow ban me?
Okay, this politics you're talking, they played it to me too. Guess what they did to me?
So let's face.
Everybody go. They see, brother. I gave everybody time to heal. You hear me? And everybody if you say, see. Let's
face music.
It's not music. We go call names.
I'm just giving you different inference. Now look at music, Baba.
Blackface by Blackface. See, brother, Blackface. See, Me and Blackface, I go bring you come my life now because we need to clarify that matter. That matter we they talk, we need to clarify. Blackface they disturb me. I beg, say, no, finalize now. Go bring Blackface come live because Blackface, those two way they talk today. I will let you know. Say I never meet you before, so I use know your song, and that song I me compose them. I me create the melody. Whiskey just sing go down. So today now we teach Blackface. Say this, say Baba. The industry they want form to cartel. They do to me, but they don't know say me. You know this I first go mute. I mute. I go strategize. I go learn. See my coming back and I war film because all of them are they fear, bro. Go ask if you reach them. They say
you see. All this is where we they talk.
Bro.
If you know what happen to techno. If you know what happen to techno story. that one will be another topic.
See, this is what I'm saying. Exactly what I'm saying. The reason why this thing has been thriving is because they built. See, the people who were owning labels in the past, who were calling godfathers, the people that they did so much for the music industry, they are wicked people. You know how many artists went through them, and immediately they left, died. You get only one person who still there. I'm not just won't call names. They all died. See, you see that thing people go to the radio station and say, kill this person's career, kill this person's career. It is devilish and it's been happening for a very long time. How will the young people come up and speak for their rights when they see that the moment you say, oh, Baba, pay me now, they block you. You know how they do graphic, you know how they do artwork.
Brother,
I'm not coming. Tell people that you tell them.
But I can't tell now my pain. It owe me, Samklef. You hear me? I'll come shoot video, spend money. I'll come carry my video, go to this station, TV station. Go they beg this guy, will be their clique. I go give her my video, go treat me like shit. I'll give her my CD, they'll go see play him. I go they call and no go pick my call. I go to the office, I go see him, they go say they inside. I can't go to stay for Lekki Hotel. I stay hotel because I was trying to catch up for 5 years.
Wow.
I live for hotel. People don't know I live for hotel just to make sure say I catch up. Because I was like, no, I'm not going to be left behind, bro. I said I will fight to get back to the top, bro. I might not come to the top through music, but I'm not going to watch
Now so now.
But guess what? You cannot remove the fact that I'm a producer, right?
Yeah.
You cannot remove the fact that I'm a video director, right? You cannot remove the fact that I am everything Samklef. Bro, this Samklef will come back soon. He go choke. People now get caught when I feel they call the vents. Because see, let me tell you something. When rain they fall, these people will not give you umbrella. Did you hear me so? A snake will always be a snake. Like you talk. Even though the snake get leg, you go see the crawl with the belly. It's time for people to start speaking their truth, not blackmailing.
Even Nigerians. You see that nonsense? People come out and say, "I stand, I restand." You restand your father head there. Somebody will do something. Somebody will do something horrible. Tell the person, "Yo, you're my favor." Or you see this thing that you did? It is horrible, bro.
When I tell Blackface, make it come live. Make money buy badge. I'll bring Blackface now. Make I ask you one question. Industry starts. I hear you, Baba.
When I do graphic design for artists, the particular artist I was working for, you told me do this one, I'll do this one, I'll do. And I called him one day and I said, bro, in the last 4 months, I have done 24 artwork. You've accepted 22. You've put it out. You've paid me for 6. The first statement he said is, "You are no longer humble." And I told him, the first statement he made was, "You are no longer humble." And I told him, yeah, this thing I'm telling you now. See, this is not my time. This is not my time for me to start calling people's names. So I would wait so that when I want to call out names, I'll call names, call facts, call years, and call events. And I even have screenshots. And the thing is, maybe because it's my field yet. You see BBM shots that people screen muncher. I have some people shout. I munched on BBM. So if you think that you've used me and you've gone away, when I want to release my own, you go come outside. The first statement this guy made was, "You are not humble." And I told him, "Fuck you. Oga, pay me my money. I am not begging you."
Yeah.
I am not begging you. Shout out to Ibrahim, former Nigerian manager. He called me and told me, Baba, what you do this guy? So Omo, they don't send your name. Go around. Say nobody should work with this guy.
Those are the people that sacrificed for this foundation. The skills was my skills, Ibrahim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeka Obebe. But the industry has a story.
He told me, almost they don't send your name. What do you do? What do you do? What do you do? And I'm like, yo, see, who God won't give jollof rice? Don't know what I say meat no day. Meat must day. You feel me now?
Yeah.
So you see this thing that been happening. You see this thing that been happening around. You see this thing that happening around. Nigerians and people around are the reason why the corruption in the industry is so horrible. People cannot talk because they are afraid they will lose leverage, they will lose access to certain people. If people start telling the truth about your people,
but they'll say you are bitter, you are toxic. Don't go to
no.
Don't go to it's toxic. It's toxic.
Sam,
and then when you call out somebody for owing you, they'll call you a cloud chaser. It is horrible.
Sorry. Do you know they don't even know the meaning of the word cloud chaser.
Sam, wait till we go just talk. Say if you come out and talk, people go talk. Say you they go to say you want lose leverage. But if these people don't forget, say these people where they even talk now, they even give those people leverage.
Yeah. Thank you.
Now they give them leverage now. Because
your days be longer, sir. Your days already long.
They don't already suppress. They don't suppress you. That you go to say now them they give you leverage. But not
I was suppressed.
You.
I thought to Mumu, Eje.
Without you, they don't forget leverage.
Baba, make I not just divert, but for
Baba, may your days be longer. Your days is already long. May your days be longer.
For this whole matter, I swear, the one way pay me pass for Samklef, now see me matter. Unfortunately, this one not even pay me receive me.
That's because matter another topic.
No, leave that content for documentary. So the documentary go get enough content. Leave that content.
You know, all this documentary. Samklef story. It passed because now Samklef then start the Afrobeat. Now that's Samklef story. Now you see that don't dull, and that is me video. Now there that Afrobeat. Let's forget about all waiting then Baba Fela, then Two Face. You see this modern Afrobeat where we they talk now. Like we were the diaspora. Here. We carry this Afrobeat for head. We carry this Afrobeat for head. Me, I don't tell you a little story about this diaspora work. We will be DJs where they here. We carry Afrobeat for head. You know how many times they don't sack me for club where they play because I play Afrobeats. For club. When they play Afrobeat, the owner will come say, if you hear that thing again, you are losing your job. But because of the love we have, they do Afrobeats, they play them. Then some of our DJs come start to they remix Afrobeats, they blend them with hip-hop beats, what they call refix. Just to take blend, enter the mainstream and the modern world beats. We can't they play them. As they push the thing, it get artists where they say we push. Today, those artists now they don't forget you. Now those Oyinbo will drive us for work. Now then, now be their party now. Now then they'll go meet now. You see, it's sad. It's sad. It's sad. Say a lot of people. I can understand. Say like Maurice talk. Say now where them they now they make them not fit talk. They understand. We were there here now. I play yesterday night too. I get my money. You see, I just stay house now. They relax. Nobody they feed me. Nobody. You understand?
Yeah. So you fit talk.
I get my brand, get everything. But it's very sad where it be say the story. We no one talk how the story be. And person come out now. They talk. Una they victimize them with fake page. The influencers where everybody they shout now. Influence. Where they did before, who they give them the contents where they influence on.
But now make I teach them what they do now. So I will expose everybody now. So everybody get PR team. I don't know if you guys remember.
Una know what you put to Harry song. Una know what you put to Harry song.
Baba, Ari song go far. You know what happened to
No,
Fresh?
listen, I know.
What happened to Fresh? Me and Fresh, we still talk yesterday.
Know what happened to this boy?
Shady.
Where the EME? This boy now.
I've been saying it. He don't they see people are seeing great talent rise and fall.
Yeah.
People are seeing talent
and guess
rise
what?
and fall.
That's what. Hold on, before we
Speaking
go.
their mind.
Wait, before we go, I want to say this before I let you go. I want to bring Blackface in. You see, as all of us day, Nigerian music culture is so rich that we don't only have one genre. There's what Terry G. We get our kind of music. Where are those music? What happened to Konto? What happened to High Life? We get Fuji. So it is time for everybody to understand that music is a universal language. Music has different diversion, different ideas. We don't be on the person they drop song, they'll say the person don't fall. Smart thing, and just will say your career don't die. Because I don't
career
song,
not they die.
Career don't die.
Career not they die.
Career not they die. Guys, shout out. Make I bring us Black Ksolo come. Mona buy badge.
Mark, come on. Let me say something so you can bring in Blackface. Let me leave so you can bring in Blackface. What I want to say is very simple. I'm saying it to the 580 people that are like right here on live, and I'm actually appealing to people. This is not. It's not an aggressive talk. I'm appealing to people. When someone comes out and says that they are being cheated or they feel ill-treated, please, before you condemn that person, try to seek the truth. Try to seek the truth. You can use Portable's case, for example. It's not as if he was totally offended or anything, but at some point he felt ill-treated, and then he spoke out. And then if he didn't speak out, probably things would have gone wrong beyond how they were now. So please, if somebody comes out and says this person is owing me or this person is treating me badly, try and seek the truth. First things first, seek the truth. Forget who the person is. Forget if it's your star. Forget if it's any FC or any BG gang, wherever the person is. Please understand that humans can be easily corrupt by absolute power. If you find them and tell them that they can do no wrong, they will mess up and they will bank on the fact that you will support them and they will keep messing up. That's my piece for this morning. Thank you very much, everybody. My name is Ugojesse. God bless you. Bring Blackface in. I'll just be in the comments. Thank you.
All right.
Thanks, everybody.
You see, Sam, this story long. If we say make we start to mention names, if we say
docu series.
Sam, if we say make we start to mention names, are those people even strong enough to come out and talk?
Baba, we go mention their name, unfortunately.
Morris, I feel you now. Where we there? Now make they talk like this.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Baba, where we there, Morris?
The music revolution don't start now.
But now we go speak for the people back home.
Bring Blackface in, guys.
Bring Blackface. Bring Blackface.
Yeah, Blackface, you can request now. Where Blackface there again? Make I bring Blackface come. So Blackface, guys, before Blackface comes in, please buy my badge. Support this Samklef Courthouse.
Yo,
Clef. Egbo Alpha, bros, I greet you.
Clef. Alpha.
Boss,
I hear you.
How is everything?
I see your everything everywhere. I say okay. Samklef don't really want to express himself as he really should. Because if you express yourself, people will really get the picture. You know, say when me, I be they express myself, people they tell me, say, why don't you go and write another song? You know, it was all over that is Blackface Niger, why don't you go write another song? I'd be like, how do you guys do that? But they were doing it to me. Like, it'd be like saying that me be the stepping stone of sabotage for this, our entertainment, because they know how good I am. So, let's go to the issue where me and you they talk. Now, the baby girl said, I like the way you want it.
I want to ask a question now. I would like to, us to have a conversation. Shout out to Blackface. To be honest, you are a legend in this industry. You understand? And no disrespect. They say we need to respect our elders. You know, you people are part of the people that started this foundation. You, Two-Face, and stuff like that. But I happen to be that, I've never met you before in person, right?
Yeah, we never meet.
Exactly. So I was the one that created those melodies. I'm a producer. Whiskey does it. I create the melodies. So,
but I put it to you that you did not. You know why I said you did not?
Wait. Now,
you know why I said you did not? You said you created the melody. I said you did not. You did not create the melody. That's the first thing I said. You did not.
Let me explain now. Listen to me now. Listen to my conversation.
Okay.
Listen to the conversation. I asked you a question before. Have we met before?
No, we don't have to. We have not met.
So if we've not met before, one. So let's point of now. We've not met before, which is one. Please buy my badges, so guys, buy my badges. So when I did Slow Wine for Whiskey and Banky, I just created a melody. Bang, 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 bang.
The song was already out before. The song called "I Like the Way" by myself was already out a year before that. Okay. I want you to understand where I'm going. Listen, Samklef, no disrespect. I respect your craft. You are a melody. You're a producer. You're a producer. But I'm telling you that before you produce that track, it had already been produced. The same tempo. The melody is, baby girl said, I like the way you want it. Me would I love to exercise it and give it to you just how you like it. Dance a lot someone that you litamo. Oh, I like the way you want it. So what Whiskey did was to just bring it to you and said, baby girl said, I like the way you want it. Then you people added, ooh, girl, I like the way you want it. That sound rewind it. Ooh, girl. I really didn't like it when I heard it. But I contacted Whiskey and I told him, guy, why are you going to do that? You have to talk to me before you reproduce my work.
So let me ask a question.
He followed me on Twitter and then he unfollowed me. So I'm saying it was Samklef, not me. And that was the biggest sound. That was the biggest sound on the Superstar album. And it was originally from my own album called Dancehall Business. Now, that is not the only song that Whiskey has taken from my catalog. I'm only trying to make you understand. It's not the only song. These guys go to my catalog. When I put a song out, they take it and they twist it around. Like if you're a producer, you know that when somebody brings a song to you and the person is like, why for me get roll for tips, baby, make you twist and turn. Why for me get roll, and you give it to a producer and the producer changes it to it is copycat. It is being a copycat. So that's been my issue with everything.
Let me ask you a question.
My album came out before you produced it. That's what I'm saying.
When was this song released they're talking about?
A year before the Superstar album. A year before.
A year before the Superstar album, right?
Yes.
Okay. I want to do something, right? Is the song online?
Of course it is online.
Can you play?
I like the way. I like the way. Blackface Nigeria.
No, can you play?
Check it.
Let's listen to the song.
I'll play it for you if you want to listen to it, because the music stays the same, the melody stays the same. But the thing is, let's come to the nitty-gritty of it. It's artistry.
So are you saying
artistry?
That,
yeah.
What you're saying that Whiskey used your line? And
he used my vibe, he used my beats, he used my sound, he produced it again. Like, took my sound to the studio and told the producer, this is what you're going to sound like. That's what I'm saying.
You know why I'm asking this question? Because
yes.
I want people to, like I said, I respect you, you're the boss, and I'll never disrespect you in my life. And I understand your pain, but I want to solve a problem. You understand?
Okay.
So I would like us to be asking questions. I would like it to be, let's give ourselves like space. So let's convert so that I want to get to the bottom of this. So because in music, there's what called progression, right? So if my progression sounds, if my progression sounds like your progression, then you are right. You understand?
Yes.
But like I said, I created the melody of the beats. Then they wrote. I don't know whether Whiskey have heard your song before. I don't know whether
He must have. He must have. He must have.
So what we're going to do now? What we're going to do now is the fact that I would like you to play that song. Then myself, let me go get my laptop. I would like to play Slow Wine. So
okay,
we can compare and now so that we can know where this route. So let's know if it's the melody they are talking. Maybe Whiskey head yourself because it can happen. Because most of the time I can listen to. Wait, sorry, boss. Based on the fact that you're a star, right? You made a hit, right? I can get inspiration from your song. You get my point? I can get inspiration from Michael Jackson's song. You feel me? So we're gonna find.
But I'm not gonna be. But I'm not gonna be singing Billie Jean. No. I'm not gonna be singing. It's not my love. It's not my love. I'm not. No. That's being a copycat. Create your own melody. Create your own rhyme. Create your own vibe. That's the problem I have with this cat. Create your own music, create your own lines, create your own melody. But you have to, because imagine when I was coming into this game, and my reason for coming into this game is because I want to create what Raskimono was creating. And then I come and I'm creating aroma style, but come on, I'm not bringing anything on the table. I'm not bringing anything to the table as a result. That's what I mean. You either bring to the table, don't just come to the table to take from it. Bring to the table, create a new melody. That's my problem.
Your pain, but there's something I want to tell you today.
Yes, please.
I believe that as a legend that you are, a lot of people were looking up to you, true or false?
Yes, a lot of people still do. And there will be many more to do.
Boss, I understand. So, like I said, so a lot of people were looking up to you in the sense that a lot of people were trying to get inspired by you. True or false?
Yes, true.
And as a leader that you are supposed to have people that want to be your followership. True or false?
True, of course.
So because for you to be a great man in life, people have to learn something from you. And maybe there's what called recycle. People can listen to you and recycle you. I want to get to the bottom of this level now because
I understand what you're saying.
So right now,
recycling.
I would like you to play that song that you're talking about now.
Okay. I should play it, but hold on, I'm trying to get into my system, yeah? I'm trying to get into my system, so I'll play, but if you have already found it, you can also play.
Yeah, I'm trying.
You know, so I like I say they fight you, they talk about your royalties and all that, because it's very important. Nobody should work and some other person is getting paid over their sweat. You understand what I mean? Nobody should work and somebody else is getting paid over their sweat. But that thing you're talking about, showing me the when you showed us, because I follow you for Instagram, I see what you post. That stuff where you post there, now for writers, because composers and writers, not for producers. For producers, there's what they call the sound exchange. The sound exchange, you can go and register your stuff on the sound exchange. The sound, if it's the sound itself, you could be owning the sound. But the writers, where they have the writers, is different from where you have the credit for the producers. Composer, when you're composing a song, because it's composition. Writers compose composers. You can either call them writers or you call them composers. But they are not, it's rare that the producer is the composer. I don't know whether you get me. It's rare that the producer is, unless the producer is the writer. I'm with you.
I
just want to clear you on that one. You're right on.
But you are wrong now on that. Now let me now teach you something that you didn't know. If me and you are in the studio together and we created the melody together, me and you there in the studio, I'm a composer with you.
I thought you as a producer, maybe he was the one composing the sound.
If I give you a melody and we created a song together in that studio, I am a composer and also a producer.
So when they are ready to do the song, they should put your name there.
That's how it is. So maybe you didn't know.
Yeah.
You go to now. So
no, I know that, of course. I thought you were just on the production. I said if you didn't write the song with them.
I'm not a beat maker. Baba, make I explain something. Baba, make I talk.
Okay, I did with you.
Beat maker. Every song I made, I created it with the artist in the studio from beginning of the melody, from the kick to the chords and the snare. So others will wait. Maybe now your old time did they do that one? Things don't change.
It's still today. It never changed. It never changed till today. It's the same thing.
Baba, let's leave that one. Let's focus on your song now. Don't worry about. I'll fight for my. Let's focus on your own stuff now, because I want to clarify this part. Because when you said Samklef, say me, like I said, that's
now you producer. You are the producer. You're the producer. Because Samklef lonely. We they sing ourselves. We play the song with the singer.
That's why I have to say whether I don't meet you before, which you don't have clarify. So we never meet before.
You don't need to meet me because my song there everywhere. You need to my song there everywhere. You don't need to meet me before you hear my music. That's what I'm saying. Okay, you don't need to meet me. So when some people say like, okay, I give an example. Somebody will say, where you they keep your music with somebody they take out. The music day online, the music day for CD, where they buy.
What's the title of your song? So let's not talk now.
I like the way. I like the way.
I believe if a young man, let's say somebody uses your line.
Enjoy free delivery in Lagos and Abuja when you order groceries above 4,999 naira. From your cooking ingredients to household items.
Wait, I like the way now.
Don't be the title at the talk. At the talk of the melody where they use. Anybody can have I like the way, but don't use my melody of I like the way.
Your name not there for YouTube. Say Blackface. So I define you for YouTube. I don't see Blackface.
Check out now. I like the way. Blackface or Blackface Nigeria. You will see him.
Okay, Baba, I beg. You know, say people they listen to us. So more they communicate one by one. More they overtalk.
Yeah.
I beg. Eh?
Yeah, I deal with you. I deal with you. I deal with you.
I appreciate you, boss, for your humility, sir.
I deal with you. I deal with you.
Yeah.
So as the search, you will
I don't say you get wounds where you say people don't chop you, but see, I still on still we will respect you, but more will get there. Blackface, show me. I never see your own Blackface Nigeria. Play them from your side now. We don't see it. I don't see them for you to go. But make I play you. Make I play you.
Make I show you now. You will see here and now. Now the melody before the team boots. Everybody said it when it came out.
Baba,
like the way.
Baba, I want to
check it, but I did not worry. Listen to it now. Can you hear it? Now the play so.
I like the way you want it. I'm gonna use the with a lot of exercises. Oh, I like the way you want it. With a lot of exercises. Let me tell you just how you like it.
Baba. Oh, listen.
With a lot of exercises. Give it to you how you like it.
No, come to you. Now when I rhyme the end, I won't vibe the end. Why?
Oh yeah, pause now. You know, say you don't talk. So can I talk now?
Yeah.
Pause. Let me, Baba, give people to talk now. Make I talk now.
I didn't hear you. No, I didn't with you.
Let me talk now, please. Baba, please. After today, no come live say they steal your song again. Because one, I go.
Why?
Beautiful. That melody is just like I like the way you whine. I can say. I like the way you whine. I like the way you whine it.
It's different from baby girls. But I like the way you whine it. Let's say it. I don't know what you're trying to defend. What I'm telling you is that guy is not in the habit. It's not new. It's not the first time. No. It's not the first time he's been doing it. Let's agree. He don't do it before. Now they don't do it.
Let me play my own.
But yeah, play your own. Play your own. Play your own. Press play. Press play.
Hey, be patient. We take life, not a rush.
I dey listen to you now. Press play.
So, before I press play, I want to say something, and I want you to listen to this thing. I want to tell you. About from today henceforth, after I play this song for you, I'll come teach you something where you need to understand about melody and music. Why this way they talk so? You are contradicting yourself, and you are disclaiming. You cannot win this any court you go. You hear me? Even you go everywhere.
You don't even know when go play the two songs together at the same time. The music they start same time, stop same time, melody same time.
You don't for my hand.
Oh, they will not do that song after when I hear my own. I know be only.
I know they listen to.
Now you produce them now. Now you be producer. No be producer.
Now they tell you say.
No be my own. You know I before a producer.
I want to show you something today. You hear me? I will show you something. Say you are this one. You fail. This one you wrong.
Press play now. You don't get service for it. You don't take like for Nigeria.
Baba, yes song, Joe. Yes song. Baba, you wrong. You fail for this one. Yeah, music. This one.
Press play.
Oh yeah, wait. The word. Mona yes song go.
Press play.
See.
Now he may be different.
What's that here?
It's the same thing now. It's the same thing now. Not the same thing now. That is the same beat. Now listen. Listen. Baby girl said, I like the way you want it. Me would have to exercise it. Give it to you just how you like it. That's allowed from a unit time. Oh, I like the way you want it. Me would have to exercise it. Give it to you how you take it. That's allowed.
You think
it can't come to, I tell you that the same thing. It's the same thing, guy. It's the same thing.
Wait, we don't talk about it.
It's the same thing, guy.
Wait now.
So if Nigerians want to make music like this, hold on. If Nigerians, hold on. If Nigerians want to make music like this, copy and paste, it's really wrong. Because as they copy and paste me, they sabotage me. They sabotage me. It's the same thing. It's the same sound. If you're a producer, it's the same sound. Go and listen to when 50 Cent did Window Shopper. Go and listen to where he took it from. Listen, if you're a producer, I'm telling you honestly, listen, if you're a producer,
I'll bring somebody else to talk about this one. About today.
You go listen to the songs now. Listen to the song. The fact that you did it after I did it doesn't mean, because you can always change.
Okay, we have
it's the same. It's the same. It starts the same place and end the same place.
It's not.
People music don't go like that. Bro. That's why my music don't go with anybody on.
Baba, made this guy talk.
Yo.
Baba, I do things though. I do too, man. I don't know what this life for some time, man. I really just want.
Yeah, no, maximum.
Before I go on, because I'm going somewhere. Okay, now I'm also a musician too. I'm not an artist, but I understand productions, I understand progressions, and I become a very good bass player too. And I want to say this, bros, before I continue. There is something I know about music in my own little understanding. Yes, it's possible that we still may have heard your sound. It's possible. I don't want to say that's not possible. That's very, very possible. But Baba, we all know that sound be like circle. It be like circle. It be like circle. Just like Burna Boy these days. Now, if you hear a lot of Burna Boy songs now, if you know say it's derived from, it came out from Afrobeat, from that Fela sound. You understand? But does not mean that it was copying Fela, because so many components inside those things. If you play musical instruments, you will understand that all the music that is being played right now came from the source.
Wybas, hold on. You see, Wybas just said it all. Boss.
Hold on. He hasn't finished. Right on.
So now, if you hear all the music play, all the artists they play right now, from the Burna Boys to the Wizkid to the Pato Rankin to all of them, see the progression. Nobody creates the sound. Nobody starts any sound. Baba, everything is being recreated. So it's possible that.
That's what I'm saying. Now, listen, I get you. Now, now, make I come in here for everything being recreated. Hold on. But Samklef, wait now. Everything being recreated, I understand, but I don't like it. That's what I'm saying. I don't like it. Like, if somebody comes, wait, just hold on. If somebody comes around my song now, and the next thing the person comes, the person is trying to, maybe, let me give you another different one that they did, like my twist and turn, and they say, my song is like, pa, 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 pa. Then somebody comes and does, pa, 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 pa. I'll be like, you're getting too close to me, bros. Find your own lane.
No.
That's what I'm trying to make them understand. Don't do it too often. Don't do it too often. Don't go. Listen, hold on. From the beginning, it was my sound. In the middle, it was my sound. Right now, in this 2022, it's still my sound. So I don't want it. So I'm telling them, see, I'm begging you, Samklef. Listen, Samklef. Listen.
Okay, sing your song to melody.
It's the same thing now. It's the same thing. Is it because you touch the key up a notch of +2? It's easy.
In music, even
don't copy like that. That's what I'm saying. You think if you make it +2, someone's not gonna know. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So don't do that. I don't want to press charges. Listen to me, trust me. Listen to me. I can't. I'm telling you, I can't. No, I won't. Do you know why? I won't? See, he did the same thing to what's it called? Tony Tetuila with them, what's it called? The sound from Ghana. He's been taking people's sound. He has a habit of it. He's been taking. That's what I'm saying. It's not one, it's not two, it's not three, it's not four. Even if you see me out by highlight your boy, we're still taking. Listen, I'm just saying, I'm not trying to bring down the guy, but what I'm saying is they should cut off my lane. That's what I'm saying. They can go somewhere else and take their melody, but don't go through my zone. I don't like it. I don't like him. I don't like him, bros. I don't like him. Trust me.
Why, but see you.
I don't like him. Trust me. I like.
See.
No.
I like the way you whine it to. I like the way you whine it to go.
That's different now. That's different. That's different from I like the way you want it, the melody. Baby girl said, I like the way you want it. Ooh, girl, I like the way you want it. Now my own, that's what it is for me. Because the boy, that's what the boy they do. It's a big connive. That's why I give himself that name, Whiskey. That's why I give himself that name, because he knows how to do that. He's a singer. I like him. I like him as a person, but I don't like the way they are diving into my melody. That's all.
Everybody, please, let's respect Blackface. Blackface.
I just don't want that.
No.
Now, you see, when you produce, you want your right. When I write African Queen and I give her to somebody to sing, they say, why are they... Hold on. Wait, hold on. They say, why are they asked for my rights? Samklef, imagine say they tell you now, say, Samklef, why they talk about back rumor? Go produce another one. I forbid for you.
I'll not be making the fight for my rights.
No, but that time when they even talk about me, I see when you post, say, even Blackface gets song. It's wrong. Because you claim you respect, but you really don't have the respect. Because from I'm ahead of the game, Hard Life, Erema, all the song, If You Leave Me, all the music I did to the plantation, because you're only just trying to disrespect. Even taking my CD and putting it and producing it was also disrespect.
But what, can I say something now? You know you've spoken. Can I just give me, let me talk like you gave this guy to talk? Can I say something without you attacking, like coming in?
Okay, I'm done. I don't have anything to say again.
Okay. Blackface. To be honest, the industry cannot go without giving you your credits in this industry. You guys are part of the foundation of this industry. You feel me? But I understand maybe, you know, one thing I know about music is that as a producer, as me, I'm a keyboardist, my guy is a bassist, right? So in music school, progression, there's what called progression, right? Every 8 songs, there's a repetition of progression. Repetition of progression. You understand?
Yeah.
So we repeat melody that can sink into that progression. So I understand maybe you've done that song, I like the way you whine it. And if somebody I can get inspiration from your song. No doubt about that.
But don't copy me. Do it differently, please. That's all I beg of you.
Not to copy you. You cannot.
Oh God, you know they understand. I didn't beg them not to copy me. I didn't beg them to know they copy me.
They're not to copy you when you're a legend.
Listen, I want them to be their own. I want them to be their own, because you can never be Blackface. You can never be Blackface. You can never be. Be yourself.
You're a legend is when people can idolize you.
Messi is a legend, but you can never be Messi. Train like him, yes, but you can't play like him. You can train like me, like I wake up every morning with my music. You can train like me, but you can never sing like me.
Bro, I want to say something.
You can never sing like me.
Bro, I want to say something, and I'll ask some of those things in form of questions. Do you believe that you are the creator of this sound?
Somehow.
Because just like I was saying earlier, bro, if an artist begins to listen to beats in the studio, just play a beat for them. Let them vibe to it. A lot will be coming into their head, in and out of their head.
Because music is a universal language. It's a flow.
So a lot to see. They've not listened to any sound, but let them just play something for them. A lot will be coming in and out of them. Some will do, some will waste, some will stay. But the truth is that there is no sound anybody is producing today. There is no sound anybody is warming out today. There is no sound anybody is singing today. There is no
it's called recycle. Life is a recycle.
Thank you. I'm looking for the best word to use right now.
Don't recycle me. Don't you get it? Don't recycle me.
Blackface.
Yes, Chief. I hear.
Respect, bro. I'm all
Kev,
the
I need to go. I need to
I'm
go.
only
I
like
need to go, man.
I'm
I
trying
need
to
to
make
go.
sure.
Bless. Thanks for your time, bro.
Yeah, man. So, and I just want to just say something. See, music production, first of all, is 50-50. The producer and the writer. Now, a lot of us artists, when we write songs, we write songs off inspiration of other people who have done music. Now, I heard your song, I heard on YouTube, and I went back to listen to Wine It featuring Banky, the one Samklef produced. To be quite honest, the melody that you were talking about sounded the same. Agreed. It sounded the same. It sounded the same. But then you got to understand that sometimes, subconsciously, when we write music, we're writing with what comes to our head first. So that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm not saying maybe Whiskey did not take it or he did. Nobody knows. You weren't in the session, and nobody knew. I wasn't there. Only Samklef was there, Whiskey was there, and whoever was in that session at that moment. So sometimes the beat where Samklef made at that moment, and I'm saying the beat is dope. So maybe what comes is like, oh, I like the way you went. So again, you never know. Subconsciously, that melody came from you because he adores you as a legend. That doesn't necessarily mean that he's disrespecting you as a person.
Can I will say something?
I'm an artist myself too, and a lot of time when I write, I'll tell you something. I'm half Jamaican, half Nigerian, right? Sometimes when I write to sound like Vybz Kartel sometimes. And when you hear a lot of my songs, Samklef will tell you. And now that doesn't mean that I'm copying, but that means that when I write a certain lyrics, or maybe if I take a certain lyrics off Vybz Kartel's song, I'm already giving credit to him already. I'm giving credit to him already because if anyone listens to the song, yo, the dog used cartel vibes in the man. When you hear that, I'm already giving him.
Let's not judge people. Sorry for cutting.
See, we. Sorry. Okay, Clef, come in.
1 minute before you go. Nigerians, please. When people are expressing themselves, let's not insult them, please. Let's not insult people. We can just laugh and cajole, but don't say no. He has Blackface felt some type of way, and he has reason. I've seen what he's saying, but like I'm saying, Blackface. What I'm trying to say is the fact that me as a producer, when we're learning music, they taught us different progression, right? So it's the same progression we over the years. If I want to make a quick hit song now, I already know the progression I'm going to use to make that hit song. You feel me?
And I never do it for me since.
Now because
go and said that now. You know the keys and the progression. Why are you delaying, Samklef?
Because you know what, Baba, because you need to leave your past to start a new life.
No, I'm not. I will see if the past they're not taking care of.
I know
the future. See now, you plan to go front. You go front, and if you not clear this thing, listen now. Well, that's the same thing with them. You know the reason why I come this live with you because me and you did almost the same kind of shoes. Because as you feel now so myself I feel at that time when people don't really understand. Say intellectual property no be joke. Because of intellectual property, man, tell you what they do to you. Wait now, they fit destabilize your family. Hold on now, they fit shoot you for head. They fit do anything to you because of this type of thing. We me and you they discuss. So when they give
me forget this thing what you asked about.
Why they forget? Now me they smoke. Now you they forget. Okay, smoke to remember now.
Mama, you don't say me I got love for you, right? I got you love.
If my nigga now, even though we never see, we go to see. No worry, we go to see.
But make I tell you one thing now.
Yeah.
They say once a star, inspiration they die.
True.
But inspiration can be redefined. But for inspiration to be redefined, there's also acceptance and humility. You feel me? For you to come to this life, it shows that you are humble. You hear me? Okay, I'll read Baba come live now. It shows that Daddy Showkey, Baba request though. Baba send request. So you hear me, Baba?
Sure.
Blackface. Now you see, make I send you beats. Nobody say I don't send you beats. You feel me? But this is what I want you to do right now. As a legend, you're going to be copied. I was copied. All the beats we hear today, now my templates.
That's real fact.
You see, real. Don't door pattern for Yankee here. I can go and pay for a pattern. I can make money off everybody who don't use my pattern.
Of course, you have to register that because it's your own.
I just give you clue, but guess what?
Of course, that's true now.
I think that was one. I
know. I beg. I just finished this sentence. I beg.
Okay, we did with you. Right on.
The reason why the industry grew, there's something I learned that we black people don't do. And Blackface, I think you have that mentality.
That we don't do.
The industry, they said Abraham begot Isaac. You're supposed to begot people in the sense that a lot of people are inspired by you. So they are going to copy you.
Facts.
And you must be proud that people are there to copy you.
No. Listen.
You understand?
I will not be proud if the young ones coming up don't find their own style, but rather copy me. I will be sad. Listen to me. You're not me. You're not me. So you cannot tell me how I will feel. I'm telling you, if the young ones coming up don't come and form a name for themselves with their own style. Oh, hold on, Samklef. I'm not going to be happy. I'm not going to be happy. I need the young ones coming up to have their own style. Show Baba.
Black.
Show Baba. Alpha.
So we need to respect ourselves. Baba, I agree. Baba, talk to your children.
Respect all the way from Jamaica.
Show Baba, you went back for his house. Only you.
Hold on. Make on this last speaker, God will bless you. You know why I say God will bless you? Because I've been watching everything that everybody is saying here. You said one truth. The truth is that if, let's call it a spade, Samklef, that tune is still the same thing like what Blackface is saying. You understand? But Blackface approach was what I don't like.
Well, how was my approach?
Black,
how was my approach, Daddy?
Black, listen now.
Black, listen. Talk.
Listen.
I'm with you, yeah.
You see, we are all creative people. If the only thing that I feel was why Blackface was annoyed is this: contact me if you want to use my line. It's just respect. You understand? If you contact me that you're doing so, okay. If Blackface complain that okay, this thing sounds like my song, it's not. I've seen a lot of people insulting him, saying things which is wrong. You don't need to insult him. Because first of all, if I seen there like this, if they give him credit or they give him something for inside the thing where they use for in line, not be bad thing. No. I go tell you.
General, one second.
I'm coming. You see that song. Mana say monosa mama kusa, say monosa mama kusa. Go carry the one of Manny the Bango and the one of Michael Jackson.
That's correct.
Michael Jackson
is a reference. Is a reference lyrics. That's what you're saying.
See, Michael Jackson. They still give Manny the Bango credit on that song and reality.
For reference, yes.
If you are a producer, if you produce a beat and a musician comes to the studio and gets feeling from it and build something from what somebody has built before, it is not a bad thing. They have not done wrong. But the bad thing there is if the artist comes and says, this thing sounds like my product. The thing they are supposed to do is this: is just say, okay, get your people and get in touch with him. You understand? Look at Samklef. Look at what you have done now. Like between the matter, I've been watching what you are saying about banking, not giving you credit, and the same thing. It was to the same thing that Blackface is saying too. Everybody needs a little push in this life. And
General, can I ask one question? General,
If you finish, I beg, no vex.
Okay, all right.
Thank you, Daddy. Showkey Baba.
Because you see, today did a sound. They gave your credit to another person. You feel happy about that? So what Blackface is saying, if you listen to what Blackface hummed and what is in that song, this is my first time of even listening to both of them. If you play the music, I just listen to it and what Blackface is humming. It's the same thing.
Right.
It's the same thing. It's not that maybe most people does not understand Black because of his approach or what he's saying. They don't see him. They see him physically. They cannot see him from the spiritual side. You understand? So Black, I beg you, use wisdom. Handle matter. I beg.
Respect.
I have a question.
I don't tell them, say, they no worry, but as I feel in pain, making you understand, say, this industry, we need to respect ourselves out together. So that everybody go be happy. We don't need the reason for. That's all I was trying to say.
Black,
you know?
I don't know this young man with but he made one statement where he touched me. That's why I write for this place, say, God bless this last speaker. na him, because the thing when he talk, na him be the only person when he touch the truth. The other people, they insult you.
Respect, man.
Insult. This guy spoke with wisdom. I'm Black. I will beg you one thing publicly for you. I beg you in the name of God. Black, I beg. Leave them. You be legends. God going to
real facts.
Yeah, I beg. You beg. I not come here, come spite you. I come here to beg you.
After today, I beg. I don't make you talk again. I will support you. Bye bye.
You know, say you hold me. You hold me well. You my boy. You hold me well.
Show Baba. Show Baba. I respect. I don't get problem with. I don't get any problem. I just want to clear the matter so that everybody knows. Say I don't get problem.
Samklef, and God will bless you for bringing Blackface here. And they watch on too. And they look whether Blackface go insult you or not go quarrel. But the wisdom and the way where you take the handle this moderation for this your part, God will bless you.
No, they don't say. Show Baba. You don't say. As me, so where you know, I never change. Respect is the first thing for young and for old.
We need to teach the young ones this.
Never ever change. So, Baba, I respect you. When we see, we go. When we see, we go. Cheers.
Black, you know, say you hold me a lot. You know they pick my phone because you don't want to tell me no.
Wow.
Oh, na me you talk to Baba.
Yes. If I call you, you know they won't pick.
No, you never call me. You never call me. Baba, you never call me. That two-face in the court. You two-face and face. As soon as I talk, all of them they waka. They confirm me. They enjoy themselves. But I don't forget. Tell me, God, I be confirmed.
That is shocking. I want.
I will call you.
I want to talk to that. I want to Blackface now. 1 hour, please.
I want to ask.
Wait. Every 1 hour, please. 1 hour. After I say
all right.
God bless. Daddy Showkey, you are a wise Solomon.
Real legend, man. Are you a real legend, man? Serious, for real.
So, I want to say something about what Blackface is going through. And I want to teach Blackface how he's going to heal from this wound. So that
I've already healed. I'm only just letting them know.
Wait.
Hold on.
I've already healed. Stop saying you want to teach. What you want?
Let me just say what
Hold on.
Just start.
Hold on.
Oh, yeah, right on.
All right.
Stay.
Wait, you said something about Daddy Showkey now, right?
Yeah.
They call you. You know they pick.
He no call me. Now you just a joke. In a joke. Because he no call me. Don't take him serious. Don't take him serious. Now they tell you. If you use that one now, what you can, you go miss road because he no call me. Now they tell you. Simple. No use that one.
I don't call you. I don't talk.
You get to talk. I want to clarify.
He no call me.
Oh yeah, give me space when I talk now. Chill now. I beg.
Okay.
I
have a question for Daddy Showkey though. I have a question for Daddy Showkey.
You go give that question. You dey wait for wait, make I talk this talk. All of us, make I no use you. All of us they wounded in the sense that this world, there are different type of wound. Neglection wound, rejection wound. People don't understand your wound. That's why when they try to express yourself, that's why you just feel if you say they don't know where you come from. You understand?
Don't mind them.
And that's why I say, hey, so now you don't get my point. Relax, I'm not here to attack you. I'm not getting you. So make I talk it on top. God will bless Daddy Showkey for wisdom. We're all here to heal. This platform is for healing, not be for fight. But Showkey talk one to say, after today, I beg, I want to tell you something, you hear me? I want to make your wound, make you sellotape pan fully because your light must shine, whether you be old, you hear me? Because me, myself, at the point, there's a way you go react. People go to say you be toxic person, people don't want to come close to you. They avoid you. People are supposed to help you. They're going to fear to come. It happened to me, they come. It happened to me. Now, you said that the Showkey now they follow Two-Face and this thing around. You if you say, the people, they neglect you. They know people know on your side.
That one a joke. No, you know they can serious. So
no.
You don't take it. You they take this serious. Samklef. That is my problem with this world. When I do the thing, I don't even know joke. When I don't know the way be joke. When I don't know the way be reality. When I say everything, I want to go.
Okay, if that joke, then there's peace. Then after today, you don't.
That joke, the truth, they for inside there, and the joke, they for inside there too.
Wait.
So basically, Moku just give ourselves our kudos. If I go now, no how when I go on, you know, we all get to respect ourselves. If I need to go ask for something, I will ask for the permission. I will. It's okay. Let's give everybody credit. Let everybody be recognized for their input. That's all we are talking about here right now.
Absolutely. We are yet to structure the industry with
all right. So
first thing, oh yeah, ask your question and I'll talk. I want to tell you about something.
All right, so I like respect my general. That Showkey, you're a legend. I'm half Nigerian, half Jamaican, and I'm currently in Jamaica right now. One of the things that you said, yeah, man, yeah, we'll have eyes, man. Yeah. So one of the things I wanted to say that I love what you said is, with the way Michael Jackson took it. I mean, there's something called reference lyrics. Now, I was saying something earlier that I was in there when Wizkid and Samklef wrote the song. When Blackface did songs, so nobody was there. A lot of times we get inspiration off artists who has done songs that we look up to. For someone like you, Daddy Showkey, I grew up listening to your music. What if, as an artist myself, I'm an Afro dancehall artist. I mix Afro beats and dancehall together, and that's why my sound is very different. I can decide one day and said, oh, you know what? I like the song that Showkey did. Somebody calling my name Showkey. And then I want to go and use somebody calling my name Hefby. Now, if I don't have a way to reach you, this is a question I want to ask. If I don't have a way to reach you, how can I give you that? How can I reference that to you? That is a question that a lot of young artists today might not know. So what would you advise them to do?
Let me answer you. I
like to answer that too after.
Wait. I did a song, and I'm going to come to what you're saying. Somebody has done it to me in Ghana.
Right.
In Ghana. You see, I did a song of Bongos Ikwe many years ago.
Right.
I picked the chorus of Bongos Ikwe's song, was gonna be, because I was writing a song about my gang, my friends, that we were all in the street. We were gangsters in the street.
Right.
I wanted to write a song that I was using, respecting them and telling them about. So I just say, I picked that chorus for Bongo Sikwe's song. You know why? Because I could not reach Bongo Sikwe. In the lyrics, I did this part. Respect to the one when then call Bongo Sikwe, because me listen to him sound and just show me the way. I gave him respect on the song.
But is it enough?
You understand? But still, even when that song, when they wanted to use that song, I told them that they should hold on, that Bongo should be contacted. They wanted to use that song for a movie. They wanted to use that song for a movie. I told them that they should hold on, that Bongos should be contacted before they use that very part of that song. That was why they did not use that song on that movie many years ago. But now I come back to my song, Dinah. Somebody used it in Ghana. They did not contact me. They did one song with Samini. I don't know. I can't probably Samini.
Okay.
They used my song. When they used the song, I was abroad. People started sending me the clip that they've used the song. But I called my people. I said, look at what these people did, but they did not get in touch with me. But let them just, maybe it is young people. We're just trying to play with my melody. You understand me? But I didn't say, but Blackface is a different human being. The way I handle my issues might be different from the way he handles his issues. You understand me? And people should realize that we are all human beings. You see, the problem I have with Nigerian public and Nigerian artists, and not Nigerian artists, Nigerian people, is that, first of all, we old musicians, they used to mock us and say we are failures.
Yeah, once you're not popping, they say your career is dead.
They say your career is dead. They used to you understand me? So if you are using what we've created, you are using what we created, and you are using it to reproduce music today, and people are still calling us that we are failures. Who is the failure then?
We need to change that mentality. That mentality needs to
stop. So we really need to change that mentality.
Because your career don't die. So because I know they.
Now, you know what? You see,
Show Baba. You know what is wrong with us? What is wrong with us is we are stingy and greedy. Enviness. We don't want to give honor to who honor is due to. If 1 naira, you make your billions. Give the little 1 naira that goes.
Everybody wants you up alone.
From what you use from. It's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing.
True. So now this Samklef, I believe this your program, this particular live should be termed setting the record straight.
Why not? Much respect, Daddy Showkey.
Because I don't have a problem. If you were a good singer, I love, like I told you, when I spoke to Wiz, I told him, contact me. I have so much music for him. So much. Like, so much. I don't have to sing, though. But it has to be something that we, like, put on the table and we say, this is what it sounds like. Hold on. Just like what it sounds like. Because if you don't finish doing it, it becomes a half-done beans. It's better for you not to put the beans on the fire at all. Please. It's of no use making it a half-done. Let's leave the beans till you are ready to cook it so everybody enjoys it. But if you do it a half-done, it's of no use. You wasted gas, you wasted time. Nobody's going to enjoy it. So now, I say thank you for having me. Okay, having me amongst you guys, and we discuss this.
I'm also happy that you came to the live, and I'm also happy that we have that showcase because
and I want to talk to, I want to just apologize to somebody. I want to apologize to Mr. Ayo Adimasho. You know, I want to apologize to Mr. Ayo Adimasho was because there was a time he was saying something very serious, and I took it for a joke when he talked about how the bank confiscated his money, and I said, if people can be saying that Blackface go and write another song. I just said, okay, why you don't just open up another account? So now I feel like it was a joke that went too far. So I said, Chief, I understand because it was happening to me. And that's why I said, Samklef, you understand?
Can I say something? Clef, hold on. Before you go, me too, I go sing go now. But I want to beg you now publicly, for Samklef and this my guy here to be witness to it. I just beg you, Black, this issue, make it die after today. I beg.
The way they just can't see me so that we know we'll talk about going to court. They need to come see me. They don't come see me. They go see me for court. They say, fine boy to the fine boy trip to the court. As in, I go to the court. I go to drip, go to the court. You know they understand? Bad man drip to the court. Unless they're not ready, say, make we day in peace. That's what I'm saying.
I will call you. I will follow you talk. I will call
Daddy
you.
Call me. All right. So, Samklef. Nice one. Chilling. All right, bless.
All of one I want to do for this Samklef platform, I beg. Make one another insult people. If then they come, they talk, they insult. No, it's not good. Everybody get chance to express his mind. Please. Thank you, sir.
Show them, Mama. Showkey, I get you, boss. So, so shout out to everybody. So, let me give a shout out to everybody. If you buy my badge, I want to give you a shout out. Bolo J, I see you. You understand? People will buy my badge. Look, I name one now. Look, I see people will buy badges. Oh, 30 people buy badges, and your name is Blackface buy badge. Hey, Blackface buy badge. B Louisville, you know, shout out to everybody who don't buy badge. You know, with the open court house, and we need money to build this court so that we help people solve their problem. For this show, now live show. If people they owe you money, we they charge $100 for consultation fee because I get lawyers. We get you fight your case because some people don't want to kind of come public court. This is now court of public. This thing, you feel me? I won't talk now. You guys, Samklef today. So, shout out to Don Cheesy. We just buy badge. So now, as we end, so more than they buy badge, more than they support us, and now don't give us the 30, almost more random up to $50 now. So they want to say yes. Shout out to everybody buying badge. Shout out to support. Let's support ourselves. Let's change our mentality so that we can help you guys fight this government too. As soon as they show us love, we're going to show our love. When I know just they attack us, say, we they hungry. Yes, we they hungry. Dangote they hungry. We now my market they sell. Now for you, they say they hungry. Who know they hungry? Dangote they find money. That's why they sell sugar. Now my own sugar they sell like this. So shout out to everybody that came on the live. I believe most of us would have been educated. The matter don't die down. I go post this thing for my page. We're not going to stop. We're going to be doing this too. If you have any issue, if you have a court case, if you need people that owe you money and you want us to solve your problem for you, people don't vet. So, $41. Okay, they don't give us $41 this morning. Okay, they don't give me $50. So 100. I don't make 100K within 2 days for coming live. Yeah, now when I'm out there, we're going to do this thing to support everybody. But guess what? Something is happening this week. We're creating a movement. A political movement is launching, and I want you guys to keep supporting us. We have plans, so we have strategy, and all of us go win. You understand? Shout out to everybody that bought my badge. I'll be living this life now. You guys are awesome. You guys are blessed. Stay blessed. And shout out to DJ Ike from Europe. You know, shout out to everybody. I can't thank you guys enough. We are peacemakers. We're here to fix the industry. We want to fix the industry. We want to make sure everybody can eat. Because the next time we're coming on live, we're going to tell Nigerians how much the industry have collected, how much is left. If you're an artist, why you need to go and register in a particular field and make your money. You understand? Wow. Your glow. Oh, shit. So their profile photo with glow. What they say? Wow. Shout out to everybody buying my badges. I appreciate you guys as we're signing out. This platform is for everybody. This platform is for you. It belongs to you. It's for you. It's not just for me. Wow, 40 supporters. They said I should thank you all. Oh, Instagram said you've reached 40 supporters of badges. Don't forget to thank them. I want to say thank you to Nigerians for showing me love. And God bless you all. Have a beautiful day. We'll be back later today because we're going live, like I said, back to back, morning and evening. Whatever comes to my idea today, we'll come back live, we'll talk about it. Till May 1st when we have the Leadership Summit. Don't forget the Leadership Summit May 1st. We have Dele Momodu, we have Showore, we have Shinopela. We have, if you're a politician, if you have interest, if you want to serve Nigeria, if you know you want to play a role, you want to get into politics, this is time for you to join this live. We want to teach you guys how to take over and take charge of your country. My name is Samuel Ogwachiba, your stubborn boy, problem child, causing trouble, and making peace. I love you. And love. This is one of the realest show you ever in your life watch. My name is Samuel Ogwachiba. I'll be your host for today. And you all are welcome to this live show because today is going to be a very, 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 very industry discussion. You know, thank God that we're all alive to tell the story. Welcome to my show. This show, there's no sentiments, and this is what I've been waiting for because the universe says everything is a cycle to be a time, you know. But I don't want to talk too much because I want to tell you guys how the industry is. So welcome to my show. Shout out to my other page, Everything Samklef. It's powered by Everything Samklef. Make sure you all go and watch the show. Now, before I begin this show, I want to eat 1 spoon of Indomie because I need energy. Shout out to my brother who made this food for me, you know. So thank you. So Samklef, a lot of people are here, they want to hear you speak about your opinion. So one of the reasons why I think EMA died after Wizkid left was the fact that, you know, Banky was a very smart guy. Banky had a vision. The story, just if you're watching this right now, just get the message. Shout out to Banky W. Shout out to the Demarines. Shout out to everybody in the industry. You know, Banky W, a man full of passion, you know, was in America and he saw something a lot of people didn't see. He wanted to be different, so he came to Nigeria. At that point in time, Terry G was doing Agege, you know, Iju. We had our own vibe, AJ vibe. Everybody was doing their own thing. You feel me? So Banky brought in his own swag, American boy. He did Ebute Meta, beautiful video. Then at that time, Banky himself and a group of friends, they didn't have enough resources, but they had dreams. They had ambition, they had goals, they wanted to be different. So what they did was that they built relationship with some certain people in the industry. Very smart move. So Banky, as a smart guy, built relationship with people like Olamide in Sound City was his best friend. Ebuka was his best friend. You know, Tools was their best friend. Beat FM at that point in time, they had friends. So EME, you know, was already created even before Wizkid came. But when Wizkid came into the picture, shout out to Banky W2 for the discovery, because at the end of the day, this show, we're not gonna sugarcoat it. We're gonna give people their kudos. Because shout out to Banky W because he believed in Wizkid.
without Banky, I won't lie to you, we won't be talking about whiskey today. I won't be talking about Samklef today. So, Banky W, they didn't have enough resources, but the Bible says use what you have to get what you want. So Banky was able to, build a relationship, like I said, with key people in the industry. And back at that time, they were living in Omole. My studio was in Omole, I remember going to a show with Nice and everybody performed. And to cut the long story short, Banky started taking Whiskey to different shows, showing him to the world. And the first day I saw Whiskey perform was when Scales, because it was Scales, I saw Scales perform was Eddie for a Grammy, during the Sound City event. Then they took lights. Basketman was the one hyping. And, I did happen to Scales. But to cut the long story short, Whiskey now got into the spotlight in Now on Blue. Now, Banky, this is where the story now begins. Where Banky now lost it, Banky now started feeling bossy. You see, when you are running business with people that knows your loopholes, because they know say you know get. Like, say for example, this Whiskey already know your strengths. You already know how things are going. Say no say financial. There's a lot of time Whiskey don't they go to stay with them Don Jazzy. That time when they call Stumpty don't come outside. Then one they call Nude come outside. Then Whiskey was close to the Prince. The Prince at that time, all of them they come, all of us they come street for Ogba. This story long ago. Now go wait make I chop my Indomie. Now too like gossip. Now go wait, make I chop in the morning. I wait for me. So Banky, I won't blame Banky. It's a natural man thing to always be bossy and be entitled. So when you are bossy and you're entitled, and your artists already know your weak points, there's some certain things that won't be able to happen. So Whiskey already know that I only Ksolo Jare. Until lost out on more it. Oh, I'm bad. This Whiskey don't see vision. Where I'm not go want me somebody going to time my destiny. So Banky now, when they dictate to Whiskey waiting go do. Oh God. To the essence say Whiskey go do song, Banky go want to dictate how Whiskey go do. So he started even wanted to control Whiskey creativity. Make them bitter, they go find anything, they gather here. Banky, oh Jesus, this story long ago. In fact, you guys are going to subscribe for this story. I won't continue this story. We're not going to pay for this story. Samklef is back, oh. Samklef is back. I am this Afrobeat storyteller. So, Banky wanted to start controlling Whiskey. Now already Whiskey don't already blow. How you want to control Pikin wey don't blow? You understand? You cannot control a child that wants to fly. So the Banky tell Whiskey make it come on my name for Pakurumo song. Banky W for my presence. Disrespected me, but Whiskey no agree. That's to tell you I'm talking about the control. So Whiskey already don't know say this guy want to control him. If I continue this story, industry they my hand, all of them know me. Oh. So believe Whiskey Banky sign. Oh. That time they were this is Samklef true life Afrobeat story. For Yankee, yeah, we talk story, Tupac story. When they shoot Tupac, we watch it for movie. So me, I go talk the story as it be. But when I go subscribe to my documentary, this story long ago. I never know anything. I never know what to enter. When I never see trouble before, now trouble goes sleep, now go wake up. This story, so a lot of people came to support the growth of EME. Not be just Banky alone. Mastercraft was there to support. I was there to support. But get to Banky say, do me. Banky W. Yeah, you want to be a politician. You can't go to do pastor. I will look all of now. All these artists, if they don't do batting for one side, once want to know they pure, they go enter pastor. They go use pastor, they cover people's face. Politician style. You want to become a politician. You killed yourself because you are around entitlement. You became very entitled. The industry, they all now ganged up against me, oh, but guess what? Onokon Waja. Onokon Waja laye you. Like I said, make I eat my indomie. This indomie, pepper damn die. Samklef, one man mopo. What today? All the industry artists now go hear on a story for television or for Netflix. Netflix now go watch this story while they talk now. Now go watch them properly so that they watch, because the universe must hear my story. Hey, you know, when I never hear Banky, they talk about Banky. Banky talk about Samklef. You don't ever hear them before. Because I'm not beg me, Lucas. So, this is Judgment Day. God, man, I know they go heaven. No. Now here we go talk ourselves. When we don't die, if you like, say you go. If you reach heaven, you go see your papa forever, your grandpapa forever. Industry. But then I say, so the Banky can be island boys, they Ksolo. All the local artists now, if you know they for island, they're not going to play your song for radio. The Banky buy the industry. Industry wicked though. These people now want to become politicians. They become politicians, they go turn they'll turn the politicians to lucky politicians. We know them. Street to take over, portable. Sherry, that is that can change their frequency. Kẹ́ máa gbọ́n sí o. Mi ò ń ṣe bọ́ọ̀tì o. Mi ò ń ṣe bọ́ọ̀tì o. Ẹ lọ bẹ lọ Ksolo. Agége lọ bí mi wo agége mo dàgbà sí o. Ṣé industry burúkú ni all burúkú in industry. Èmi kàn package ara mi ni o. Mo kàn touch ara mi up. Agége ẹ bẹ lọ Ksolo. Ìjùmọ̀ Federal Grammar School mo lọ. But I kàn package ara ni. Shizzy not to was like Shizzy industry ọ̀daràn. Ni forgive wọn. A máa ṣe wọn bí portable o torí table ti tán sí o. Tán bá tán láyé wa o. Àwọn kan wọn ni. Àwọn wọn láti ọkàn wọn kàn ṣe pare pé bọ́tí ni mi ṣá. Ẹ lọ bẹ̀rù kan mi ní Maroko sound feed èmi ló ń pè Samu. Music magnet ẹ pọ̀ industry gbogbo yín ọ̀daràn industry. Gbogbo industry ti dé ẹ fẹ́ gbọ́rọ̀. Banky tó yọ mí setting, ó yọ mí gan setting. Why EMA go die because you be wicked person? Kò ní dá fún EMA. Samklef lele, hybrid ni, mo yawe yo. Èmi tó mo ti conductor. Ẹ wá fẹ́ máa down, ẹ máa ride wa. And all the industry for Iju, they no come dey play their song for radio sources again. People like Telly G, they come they suffer. Industry really. A mini storyteller. Zazu Z. A mini Zazu 2.0. Industry is down. So what I'm trying to say is fact that back to the cruise, because the story have to be very interesting. I think that Banky. To me, I be Banky pay. Ban is actually your Samklef setting. Because I don't even do 1 year for the industry self. 1 year. I just do my own on the video. They just cut me off for the industry. 1 year me will last. 1 year I want to mo share favor of back shine to mo share video mo blow mo lo na ni. I lost South Africa àtọjọ́ ti yomi setting. Èmi ò need favor anybody o. Mo wà okay. I want me wà okay. So industry I'm at the industry will be Nigeria batch da Nigeria rusin. I'm at the industry. I'm at tún ṣe. Somebody that and somebody to lay show. You dey mad Banky my boy. She Banky na my I will be Banky. So you see the word this one. Say Banky na my your boy. She Banky big work. Mo come and respect one by me o respect anybody mo. Emi tell pe me o respect Obasanjo gan. She àwọn another pay your boy. Which boy? Show him bomb me. Sorry, in this life, whatever you're doing in this life, it's a cycle. Learn how to treat people good. I swear, be good to people. Especially people that sacrifice for you, for your movement. If people come together without resources to help you build your brand, don't treat them like shit. Don't treat them like you're the boss. I go Banky ask for good. Banky go where that yagbada. Go there. And so Banky call me. Eddie, God go bless LD. They come and say, Akon, That time. Now so Whiskey just come up. See, make I tell you the story how industry Afrobeat is blow. Now don't beat in last show. Now so Banky, call me. House boy. Samklef, where are you? Can you bring Don Doll instrumental to me right now? Me self, Mumu boy. You know, say they don't tell me what they happen. Say Tony Wakolo and LD, they don't come and say, Eko want to Don Doll remix. Me self, I go and they look Banky like this. They look am like this. Say now, wow, now so people wicked though. People wicked though. For my front, me I suffer. Do Pakurumo finish. Pakurumo we blow everybody scatter. Banky they tell Whiskey say my name too plenty for the song. So make Whiskey come on my name for my. I did there oh. I swear on my father oh. I did there. I dey feel humiliated. Banky they humiliate me. He dey humiliate my life. They kill me. I can't get low self-esteem. They belittle me. After everything I sacrifice for Banky. Banky. I am no go die. Now many single Banky don't drop since then. Make Banky does a do love song, bro. Banky can't say one become pastor. Industry is wicked though. Surely, I don't do mixing with Netflix or this story. Now go see watch am for documentary. For industry, Banky can't drop. So people can't they go Twitter and say Samklef has. AJ, I just do song. I never even blow. Then they say they don't drop Samklef. He pay me. But guess what? I fucking survived. Banky, they do pastor work. Pastor even say they be scammer number one. They brainwash people. You say one go they join one, they brainwash Nigerians. We don't need pastor against for Nigeria. Samklef is coming back to the industry. After I do something this week, I dey come back to the industry. Industry, coffee space, me leo. I want to pada wow. I want new friends. They need friends. So, nǹkan tó pa hear me ní gàpá gàwú. Pé o fẹ́ máa cheat. O lówó kó tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ record label. Record label wá blue wá fẹ́ máa ṣe bí ọ̀gá. Ọ̀gá calm down. Industry. Mo ti suffer industry. Mo ti wà ní blog industry. I'm calling Atlanta náà tún gang up. Ẹ wo, mo lè nà yán sí o. Bí mo ṣe wà. Àbí barrack boy o PWD lọ ti bí mi o. Máa fúlùkù mo dàgbà. Mo tún ṣẹ́ fún agbèrò má rọkọ́ Soundfield o. Industry. I'm a show. It shall be televised. Banky, they do boss for me. I'm gonna be 40 years old in 3 years time. Ẹ wo rí mi lásán, fine boy. Fine agbèrò tó owó wà now. Ṣólówó ni. Industry tó fake, gbogbo ń gang up. Ẹ mọ̀ pé wèrè ni mi ṣá. Package bottle eléyìí o, mo kàn lọ package, mo kàn wo. Èmi tí mo ti ṣe conductor láti wo, a máa ṣe boss. A máa ṣe láti gíwá, a máa wọ boss. Gíwá wá o. Ẹni lọ́lọ́bọ̀ wá o. Ọba ńlá ńkọ́, ó wá o. Tọkọtaya ńkọ́, ó wá o. Èmi tí ẹni mo ṣe conductor mi wá package, mo wá ṣe bí mo eré ìparí pé ó ṣe mo okay, ó mọ̀ pé orúkọ ló ń pè ní chameleon. Mo máa ń change ni. Màá máa ṣe bí mo mú fún ẹ, mo mú. Sorry, èmi ò lọ sí heaven o. I don't believe in heaven. I don't believe in hell. Àti bá pastor ṣiṣẹ́ rẹ̀ bílọ́ Ksolo ń gbà wọn. Ksolo kan ti jí drum nínú church. Wo àwa máa ń ṣekúṣe ní church nígbà yẹn. Àmọ́ bí pastor ṣe lọ, Banky ń sì fẹ́ di pastor. Nígbà tí mo rí pé Banky fẹ́ di pastor, mo rí pé Banky wọn náà ti fẹ́ join wọn. Kí ni Fẹlá ń kọ́ wa? Banky lọ bá ọ̀rẹ́ ló tún interview ẹ o. Na him friend interview am o. Industry mo sọ kakos. They go tell them say they go ask themselves. Ebuka, I want you to interview me. You go ask me about Whiskey. I'll come tell them, we'll talk about the wedding. Because you won't use the trend. Me, if I want to talk my own story about Whiskey, go the paper on our body. Hear me, ole duro mo. Hear me, no fit stand again now. Who wants stand down? You cannot stand alone in this life. You have to be humble. See, treat people with love. Treat people with respect so that God will bless you. You understand? She's say this is my Igbo Colette. What I'm trying to say is that in this life, if people come together to help you, to be your castle. Eh? What did I say? If you start your life and your business, you don't have money, and people come together collectively to help you build your castle, don't treat them like shit. And never you feel threatened. Because I think my problem with Banky was that people started calling me Whiskey Boss. So Banky felt threatened. That's why after I did the first album, people were asking me what happened between me and Whiskey, what happened to me and Whiskey. It was the energy of Banky. Banky is not who you people think he is. Now you want to be a politician. It's a lie. Banky, you will not be a politician. You must go and sing. My point is the fact that in this life, this show is a judgment show. If you are just coming, show is that this Samklef show, you are watching a real life story, unfiltered. Everybody I call out here, that's so it be. But like I said, I don't want to go fully into the detail of this story. My story shall be televised either on Netflix, or I don't need any of them again. Never. No. Me, even though I dey hungry, you hear me? Need who? Banky help me. Even though I dey starve like this, same see, I see those kind of people. I go rather go beg stranger. Me, Ọlọ́run má jẹ́. I go beg stranger. Who? People need help. No, don't be Whiskey. No, Whiskey. Shout out to Whiskey though. Whiskey suffer. Una don't know what that boy don't go through. Me myself at the point I be get issue with Whiskey. I don't go blame the boy. So now the way Banky said, Whiskey come up for EMA with anger. Where they won't even threaten to say they go beat Banky. Banky now they do interview, they sweet mouth the story. Because you don't call your friend, you don't tell your friend how you go ask you question. Come my live show, make I ask you deep question. Make I ask you say, why you tell Whiskey, make you come on my name for Pakurumo for my present. Why were you humiliating me? Why did you? Because they break me. Me where I come give una my all in all. Una break me for industry. People go they laugh me. Samklef career is this. Samklef career is that. Why Samklef no place for Whiskey? Now the same una go Twitter, go they tweet. Me. I never even rise. I just do one video. Mulo no. Now so the industry gang up. I'll come do video. I'll come send go South City. Banking people no go play them. In friends. They never know anything. Me, I know they go heaven, no. I know they go hell. Now here be my heaven. Now here be my hell. We go judge everybody for this page. We go scatter the table, industry, all of now. We go call. See, they created island. Where Clever J? Where Teddy G? What happened to all those people? Now them, they gang up. Only they want everything. They feel that everything should be happening for them. Now they're supposed to enjoy everything for the industry. They fuck the industry up, politicize the industry up. You understand? But they didn't know that they were dealing with a demon. All of them were playing to my book. All of you, if you know them, go and tell them their names. If your name is here, if your name is Simi, if your name is Whiskey, if your name is Rella, if your name is Vector, if your name is Cynthia Morgan, if your name is here, you are in my documentary. All of you are playing to my story. Now maybe Joseph, now be my brothers. You dey feel me? The story shall be televised. I forgive you know, but it's business I do now. It's show business. Tabari Rajoma Ogara and we go ourselves. How far now? My guy, how you dey? We say we go do industry shaking. After that time, go my you must see about pass by. You go by. I'm about to now. As of today, a ton of post notification violence since the day of John the Baptist. Hallelujah, somebody. The Bible says the kingdom of God suffered violence. Hallelujah. Since the day of John the Baptist, since the day of Samklef Noni, the Nigerian industry suffering violence. Hallelujah. How the Bible says that violence taken it by force. About it. I do show business now. My company's registered in America. I have a fucking company. You can work with my company around the world. Shout out to my brother Shizzy. You see, shout out to all my producers. Shout out to Fields right now. Support the producers. They are used like tissue paper. Banky went on Beat FM. Banky now went on Beat FM. Let me even tell you guys this story now. Before I continue the story now. Banky now went on Beat FM with me and Mastercraft. Banky come talk for radio say, I've been sign me. You sign me. Me will be say, I don't help your life pass as you help me. I give you my all. Me, I'm homeless. I don't get house. I dey squat, but I give everything for the industry to grow. I was a fucking homeless nigga. But I didn't tell them my story. I had nothing. I gave these people my all. But do you know what they did to me? They made me feel like a shit. But they forgot something about the law of karma. The universe turned. There are some people you meet in this world, they are not ordinary. They will always be alive to tell the story. It's called the Joseph effect. I'm a Josephite. I fear no man. I'll call you out. Because guess what? I don't need no fucking shit from you. Chauffeur bombini. You don't feed yourself finish. I'm a fucking Agbero. Go and ask about me. Summary Comprehensive High School. Fagba Molo now. Shino Peters. I want a man for. I'm a for Barricade. I'm a Jireke now. Because we just enter industry. All of now. See, guys, let me let you guys go and rest. I'm back, oh. I'm back. My music too is back. By next month, after I do what I want to do, I only have 10 days to do my own research. I'm back to my music. I'm back. I'm a fact band me, Ksolo, make I bring Ksolo, make I bring industry people come, oh, request, oh. I got my phone, Botron. Well, if Portable can make it, you can make it in live. Industry, oh, can it play industry telling you go just say they don't go play this is so share. They won't go beg, stop TikTok, make TikTok no play our song. Nigeria will not get anything. If they come out and this thing for this now, I need to say, God bless you, my love. I got people who love me. See LD, okay, LD, come live. Make I ask LD the story. Me no be like they lie. LD, come live. I want to ask LD one question today. Make I ask LD, please request. Mr. LD, please request. I want to bring you on my spotlight because make sure me no be like I just a lie. I want to ask you one question where you know. Baba, pick a beg, request. I want to pick up your line. Only you I want answer. I want to ask one question today. Make them know. LD, pick up. I want to talk for life. Now make the people know how they use break me for this fucking industry. You know, the climb church, they do only. Now they only pass. I bet the politician. Ksolo request. I beg. LT Baba request. Make I fire LT myself. LT, please come live. Baba, please come live. Come live. They gang up for industry. From Island version. Shout out to my brother Shizzy. Shizzy is one of the most hardworking producers in Nigeria. Hardworking. They don't use Shizzy tire. Use Zan. They use my brother tire. But they don't say for behind the scene, all of us, they get meeting when you talk with it, they happen for the industry. But guess what? It's time for every producer to get their royalty. If you did not sign a contract before, when this boy drink, like, it's 50-50. You can go back and sign your contracts now. If they don't go give you, Mona call us, we'll get lawyer for them, we'll torment their lives. They must sign. Enough of this. Putting this boy drink is right. I'm not drinking in my show. I go in my show. No. Speak your truth, motherfucker. About Ksolo. Okay, let me give you guys a shout out. Shout out to my brother Ksolo. Ksolo is one of the producers and foundation of Afrobeat. He produced for Poppy, Dairo. These are the men that laid the foundation for Timaya, for Patoranking. Ksolo gave Patoranking accommodation. I was there. You understand? People always they won't look at your good, but they'll look at your small fault. They want to use that to judge you, to compliment you. That's wickedness. But guess what? This is the judgment day. Samklef judgment day. Oshe Lamba. Yeah, Papa, industry, I want to go the right side, boy. Now they form only for this music man.
Talk your thing, talk your thing. I've said one thing and I'm going to stand it to ground. And it's simple. As this industry day, the time we Kaba the rain don't expire. The Kaba don't get money again. The Kaba don't broke.
Bye Kaba.
All the Kaba now. Kaba no they work again. Before they get superstar inside the Kaba. All the Kaba now they don't get superstar inside their music.
I didn't come here. Look at the story now. Baba request again. Continue. Baba look at the concert.
You know, so Kaba no work again. The time we Kaba supposed to help. You understand? The few say, who they tell me cannot talk? I beg you, make I talk my own. If I talk for you, this show now for Samklef, not before me. So my mom be saying I make I just the back up with Samklef the talk for you. If I talk my own, which kind money?
Kabas need to talk to influencer. Come and watch TikTok.
She be all of us they downgrade that year. Now we still day to today like this now.
And now,
you know.
When I be God.
So I really don't understand. The mistake a lot of people make is the fact that today, Sam, my wife now Wizkid fan, My wife now your fan. Now today, my wife was still talking about Wizkid and about that the LOL whatever that's been over the Twitter. Now the point is say she gave a breakdown of Wizkid's what they call it contract. That Wizkid was given a contract that it was supposed to do. I think it was supposed to be on the contract for, I think, is it 8 years or 4 years or thereabout? I don't know. And for every year, it was supposed to drop an album. Now it was just able to release 2 albums outside all that contract. Now, everything that was signed, his royalties and everything when it was under EMA. He said he left EMA with, my wife told me he said he left EMA without nothing. You get what I'm saying? So me, I did try just come out that thing for our head. I thought I'm saying good.
Wait,
now,
Ksolo.
Wait, now the bad contract where they give every Nigerian artist with that.
You actually want to. Now Whiskey buy a car by himself. Whiskey then go find people go help him by himself. Banking.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't really give him. I don't give him in respect and juice. But banking, this is what I do for life. Say banking, I use the hand to himself. So that next time for this life, many people they learn from this. That don't be entitled. Don't see people follow you build your castle. Show them love, even though you understand. If you work on a boss up, just like me and you now, I get money or you don't get money. You can't come make money. You work on a boss me up. Me and you also together. You know, makes sense now.
Waiting one benefit from that one. At the end of the day, now waiting they happen now be that now. Everybody don't forget. So one day they will become pastor. One day don't forget they will become politicians. So days like this will always pop up, and those things will don't happen for past will definitely come out.
Same. The same thing applies to the Constitution.
The
reason why they don't want me to talk sometimes, the same thing that is happening in the Nigerian Constitution. 1999, the reason why that Constitution was created so that they won't talk about their past atrocities. You hear me? The government, no one make them talk about their past atrocities. And the same thing the industry they do. So if we want to talk about bad governance, let's talk about our bad attitude to the industry. We're not one. You understand? The other day, Nana, they also made they do unity concerts. Why didn't you preach about all this unity from the beginning? When you know the boss for now, make Burna Boy first do his shrine. You know
something. You know there's something. I remember something today. I remember today make him 12 years with that green die. Okay, now so I see few people they post them up. You know they talk about in debt and all that. Now the question, what I want to try to remember with this. You know, as bad as the industry be that time, we still try to want to unite and do stuff. There was a come together where we say they do song for that green. You understand? Now, I mean, how long as OJB died? Did anybody ever remember OJB? OJB produced the massive hit African Queen till date, which is probably one of the number one songs that actually skyrocketed our own pop music to the world. You understand? Through the influence of Kenny's music, whichever way. You get what I'm saying? Now OJB is late. Who has ever spoken about OJB? Sound Sultan don't follow up. Who has ever done anything for Sound Sultan? Only the few ones that have benefited from him from that Festac town and satellite town. You get what I'm saying? So is that bad in this industry? So if you they talk today, the reason why they allow you they talk, be say they have gone through a whole lot of bullshit, and the point is this: with all this bullshit, you still survive them and see where you did. Now all those people will shoot you at the leg at that time, they are still where they are. Everything they started at that time don't crumble before their own very eyes. You get what I'm saying? Because it would have been a bigger thing, a bigger story today if that label did not crumble. It would have been that Samklef was a failure. Okay, was part of the people that actually wanted to pull down that label. That's why we evicted him. One kind of story, Sha. You get what I'm saying? So, but the point is this: you left, you moved on to greater things. Now that foundation did not survive. It's dead. These are the labels you call out that time and say that when you want to do something, you go do things where you believe they go work. You go gas to go meet them. They sample them for them. Not only say they sample for people who say they be hyenas. It's thing when you sample for them as they work come out like this. It is sample them for another person to do. Now let me quickly divert it to some the hear me. Some few days ago, some few weeks ago, what's the name of this guy? We sing go crazy. What's his name? Shudike. Shudike called out, you know, about did an interview that was now misinterpreted for him or was given a new name. You understand? How they bought out his music from radio, and I laughed, bro. This thing don't be day where one artist go release song, some particular MD CEOs or EDs or EPs will come up and call on air personalities like, actually yes, I just released artist. Why would they play that artist now? Bro, I better make no play that artist. Then they pull out that artist song while the artist is spending his last card. They pull that artist out. Then it seems like it's just one set of same artists we have in Nigeria. We keep recycling from P Square to Timaya, from Timaya to the Moit artist, from the Moit artist then to the Storm Record artist, from the Storm Record artist to the EMAs. Please, where are all these fucking labels right now?
So
where are all
the reason why I came to this life is to tell people the reason why EMA failed, and everybody should learn from this. The industry, a lot of people didn't understand, was an industry that was full of cabals. The same way we're complaining about the industry. I've been crying out. People thought I was just crying out. A lot of artists in mainland, when they started, we started everything about Nigerian music. We started from the mainland. We're all in the mainland.
Everything started
Ksolo
from the
was in
mainland.
Agege.
Every
I was
fucking
in
thing.
I was in Agege. Ksolo was in Agege.
Was
in
every
Iju.
artist, even the artists that were signed and taken to the highland, from this mainland, everybody still come out.
So when they now moved to the island, they started forming the island clique. So let's say someone like Clever J does a song, they won't play it. They'll say it's not good. So they started cleaning the industry and compressing the industry.
Bro, that's what they did. No lie about that. That was what they did. They never played any song. They call it noise. And yet, when the club becomes very boring at night, that's our noise. Now they play.
You know what?
I saw some few days ago. I saw this my boy. What's his name? Spinner. He did a show at the NYC camp. You know, and I heard him slam. Bam! Ugojesse Daru. And in my head, Ugojesse Daru is over 12 years. He's 15 years old. That song I produced 15 years ago.
If you ask them about
I produced that song 15 years ago. And the slammer for that NYC camp and everywhere scatter. 15-year-old song.
Say, make I talk something. Whiskey, now doesn't look, that boy suffered to where he is today. If Whiskey is today, let me even talk. If Whiskey is where he is today, he did it by himself.
Samklef, there's something I wanted to say, but I'm not going to say it. That day it was me about ID Kabasa.
It took me time to understand Whiskey's personality. But one thing I'll always give credit to Whiskey for, even me while they talk, so they hear me. You know me before I was a nerd. You feel me? I was a nerd, I was a church boy. Now Whiskey, I used to learn how to go outside and look for people that will help you. You hear me? Whiskey now is learn say you have to build your personal relationship with people that you need. He learned them from banking. You feel me? But now they're supposed, instead of them to allow the industry to grow, they made bisexual. If I ask you this question, do you know that the federal government gave 1 billion naira to the Bank of Industry?
Of course, I know. A lot of people go. Now the big boys still go collect the money now.
So that's what we're going to scatter this year.
You know, reach any. But the point is this: see, me, I attacked them one time, and the idea they gave was like, okay, do you have a structure? Show us the structure you have, they will give you money. But at the end of the day, the structure where they ask for, when, for example, when Don Jazzy don't collect like half of the money, you understand? Waiting there for the mainland boys. What structure does the mainland boys have? Does the mainland boy have a building? You get what I'm saying? Does the mainland boy have that structure? They don't have it. You understand? So now still this people will have this structure. Now when you have the structure, the only way the industry can strive is when you have the structure can carry every other person along. You can't see they talk about that won't treat them but makes a forest. At the end of the day, you go die alone, lonely. And that's what's happening to the industry. The industry is finished. You understand? It's not sweet as it is sweet again. You understand? The only thing that is surviving for everybody now is the fact that
there is no more industry.
What is surviving right now is thank God for the internet. Internet is what is surviving boys and making them blow. Because if internet no day, bro, if you're not hearing any artists again for this industry.
Yes, no.
Now you boycott the radio, you can boycott all their traditional medias and work with the internet, and the world will hear you. Who for know the like of Fireboy, you know, who for know all these guys, all these young boys with this talent. Therefore just die with their talent. People they talk about Portable. Portable don't they sing that they sound like small picking. Now old man.
They won't ride the boy. The boy they react. They say the boy. They don't know why the boy they be like that. Now,
but there was never a chance for him to be heard. There was never a chance for him to be seen. You know, my own is this. See,
so many talents when we came roasting.
See, Sam, when we came, there was no multinationals like this. Nobody, no brand, nothing. No corporate body that was able to put money. The only one that was trying to stand and trying to do something was only MTN. And they were ripping us like mad. You understand what I'm saying? I remember the last time when MC cried to me, as in the old Ugojesse, as big as that song is, she did not make a dime from that song. You get what I'm saying? So now there's a lot of multinationals. Now, if you guys had one, you have this body now. I don't think it's a bad idea for you to help the industry grow. Enough of this now.
The industry cannot grow when the industry is one-sided now. Island boys and mainland boys.
That's what I am saying. Carry everybody along.
They did it to me. That's what their template. See, now them they like David
themselves. Sam, make I whisper something to your ear. Make I whisper something to your ear. Go hear them. You know what's the new thing again now? They said this island where they talk about. They will just go mainland. They just say one small boy, they Abulegba. That boy they vibe. They will just look for one, bring the boy, put him for their house for island there. You know, they feed the boy. When they feed that boy, you know, before you know it's happening, they don't write another eat. Now that boy, until when that boy carry a head inside the house again, you know, whoever hear the boy, go just follow them up and down. With the right song for them. That's the new stuff now. I wasn't there now with that.
Anyway, guys,
but what makes you?
If you're watching this, I'm working on my documentary, and it's gonna be raw. You guys have not even heard nothing. This is just the tip of the ice water bags. See, now see this life. Our story shall be monetized. Ksolo, monetize your story.
Before Uncle, why do you monetize? Show mad.
Monetize your story.
We monetize on YouTube. We sell it to Netflix.
They don't make you tell your story. Tell your story. We read Bible. If you know right, if Jesus Christ will tell us the story, I will read about Jesus Christ or Muhammad.
Oh my God, for you.
Genesis chapter 1.
No be waiting. No be waiting. Bishop. No be waiting.
Say your bitter cola. Say you like like that. Say you even drink cola on top.
Everybody should tell their story.
Because
so that
like super story. They monetize her. My own story too sweet. Me, I be all fan from Peking. Yeah, I tell them beginning of my story. I understand why my story is sweet. Now me be that Peking. Say no get papa, no get mama. But he was able to help people get papa, mama survive. Gave his all. They can't see one come bury him. They don't know saying the spirits. They close the industry gates. He open plenty gate. Now I be everything Samklef. Look at them who I be. I be producer. Now me they produce my song. I be mixing engineer. I they
shoot your video yourself.
I they shoot video. Now I be IT guru. I be cloud security engineer. So you see, I get plenty why they do with music. No. I go get job. I go see live. All this oppression when they do what I say now. If they praise now, when they calm down. No. And she will. Ksolo, she can phone pay. I can show my body pay. I get like that. See you. I get the last man play.
But he can. You plenty for grand. Anybody will want chop. I know they pass my boundary. Only me in a crowd. I know they like to talk.
Ksolo, they here now. They never gonna say I be Benin Prince. I be Prince from Benin. I be Lagos, but if I want contest for governorship for Lagos, they bought me for Lagos. So if I want contest for him, I
go enter now.
If I want contest for Benin, I be Benin boy. I know be honorary Peking. So anybody
they want contest, they're not born to for Lagos
now. Guys, I go post them. Bye bye.